Moshi, good morning. Still classified as morning because it's 11:47 and it feels like I haven't streamed in years. Probably some type of weird time dilation that I've been involved with the Comic 3i Atlas thing, and it's only really been 9 days, but who's been counting? Me. I've been counting. And I'm hoping that someone's favorite game, favorite series, hasn't quite fucked up, because the stream crashed on me last time. So it's oh my god, soap dish. Soap dish. Aren't you supposed to be at work today? Is this like one of those like Homer Simpson things where like you're just sitting on the couch? I don't know if you're married. I think you own a dog. So let's just run with the dog. The dog comes in, answers the phone, goes over to you at the couch and says, your boss called. They said if you're not going to bother coming in today, don't bother coming in for the rest of the week. And then you're like, yeah, vacation. Right? I think that's how that works. Welcome on in, DJ. Hi, Casey. On the YouTube side of things, hi, Casey. How are you? If you can hear cat meowing, I don't know why. It's the Zoom's hour. Yeah, I know, right? He's the Purina 500, possibly, something like that. But welcome on in. Persona, finally, feels good to be live. Feels good to be live without my in-laws here. Not that I love them, but geez, if it wasn't that, then it'd be I don't know. I'd be too exhausted. But finally, we got some time in. Yeah, weren't you like home last week? I feel like you were like home the last stream I did, but there we go. Yeah, you finally catch a live stream there, Casey. Instead of just something just from the whole. I mean, I can appreciate people watching the old stuff. Sometimes reruns are really good, right? I can appreciate everything that's going on, but I need new. Well, no, let's not call it new stuff because. Well, it doesn't. Yeah, new stuff could be good stuff, and old stuff could be. Yeah, I've been watching. Just came across. No, it's all good. It's all good. Been playing some Ascension again. They just went live with their Classic Plus service. I was watching. I haven't played that in a long time, just because time isn't nice. Has the Bronzebeard thing gone live yet? Oh my God, Oreo! Like, what is wrong with you? Anyways, so I was gonna say I don't know where we sort of like left off. I think we were literally starting the full moon thing. And you've been playing the classic Sky remake. Okay, Bronze. Is that busy as hell? Because that was one I was sort of looking forward to playing. But I assumed like it was behind a paywall and a bunch of other things. Like, oh my God. Do I gotta bring the cat on here? My God. I was gonna ask, watching your Neptunia, the Mega Dimensional Neptunia playthrough, you said you bought all the games. Do I still plan on playing those? Yeah, everything just has a really good, solid time frame. I don't know if I'll be alive. I don't know if we'll be live. 5 o'clock
somewhere.
Thank you for that reminder, Cartesian Cat. But yeah, I do have them all. They're on my Steam. They're there. The ongoing joke is, we might actually play Cyberpunk in the year 2077. I don't know how old I would be. Carry a 2 something 5. I think I'd be 94. But by then, if we're not hooked up on a Viagra drip, just keeping everything rocking and rolling, do you even want to live anymore? exactly. They have 2 classic servers, Bronzebeard and Malfurion. I recognize those names. Okay, so here we are, command room. So everything that we did previously was basically persona non grata. Let's see, use the words there. I gotta say, Casey, it's got to be relatively interesting because I have been answering some of your comments that you've posted, and it's funny, like a few of the timestamps you've put up. Specifically, I think there's a Yakuza or a Yakuza one, and I gotta say, hopefully, I have improved my setup a little bit better. I'm hoping I sound better. Oh God, I touched the microphone. I don't touch the penis. And that sometimes we like to get a little sensual around here. And have a little one-on-one. We just get away from ourselves. Free access, everyone hit Bronzebeard and not Malfurion, so the first week and a half was super laggy and crashy, but seems they opened up transfers to Malfurion. On a number of people left, so still tons of Bronzebeard, but a lot of problems are gone. Well, that sounds wonderful. I think we're going to make a party hottie. We have to take Yukari. Carry the 2A. I have moved out of Logan's room. No more praise the elephant. Yes, the elephant is still there. But he now sleeps in a real bed. Unless you'd like to see like close up me like this, because that's how I would have to fit in. I'm now in my living room. Yes. But then I'm moving at the end of the year, or the beginning of the next year, depending on how you look at it. So I'll still probably be streaming from some type of living room space. I don't know, whatever they call it, right? Family room, living room, sex cauldron, dungeon, or something, whatever it is, right? Anyways, let's get down to brass tacks. Who are we bringing? Yukari, I think, is one. So are we gonna bring this guy? He likes punching things. Yeah, you gotta get away from all that rage that's built up. So yes, let's go together. Streams have always been top notch. I appreciate that. I usually think that if I do have some technical problems, usually myself I can get away with them. Now, Junpei or Mitsuru. Let's go with the man, Junpei Iori. Let's tell him we want to all get together. Now, do I have to talk to this weird old man who's going to have a bunch of shitty jokes? Maybe. I don't know. It's not 12 inches, but smells like a foot room. Is that like a Subway joke? Pokemon Za releases for me in like 5 hours. There's a new Pokemon? There's a new Pokemon? Moving into a house. No, I can't afford a house in this economy. No, I'm just moving into another apartment that actually has amenities. Already out of Australia. Yeah, but you see, Australia's fake and not real. And the whole time dilation that we talked about earlier, they're ahead of us in the day somehow. I mean, someone like Cartesian Kai, who was in Japan, also ahead of us. Not a real place.
Yes.
Don't worry, I know you can do it. Just be careful. You better be off. Okay, do I have to like talk to the VCR and then we get going? No. Do I just attempt to leave? I've already forgotten how to play every game. Oh, maybe we talk to Fuka. There's always a new Pokemon. Is this the one that I saw on the Reddit website of where like a bunch of leaks came out about it? I also think Kat has returned from Japan at this point. Probably, but she hasn't told us yet. And I feel bad, Cartesian Cat, but I don't know if you remember. Last stream, I ran out of Wayne Gretzky's semen. So you'll have to wait till I finish the coffee that I just poured, and then I will grab a beer. Is that okay? You might be bidetless, Cartesian Cat, but what you lost in the bidet, you got in return of the Dutch toilet. Just remember that, okay? Oh my God! It's funny I bring that up. There was another term. It might not, I would assume, touch on you because I don't think you own a penis. And I don't know if there's a woman equivalent here. So stay with me for this one. So look, I'm sorry if anyone's eating, but I have to get this out here, just so people understand. So if you're unaware, the poop shelf in the Netherlands, they have a toilet. Just look it up, Google it. Careful what you're Googling, tushy.com or something. They have like this weird thing where like your poop hits the thing and then slides down, allows you to inspect to make sure you're still a healthy being and whatever. Apparently, there's something bad that could happen to you if you have a poop shelf equipped toilet if you are a man or someone who owns a penis. And it's called relatively the bag slapper. And that's maybe if you either had too much fiber or not enough fiber. And what happens is your poop hits the poop shelf and stands up like a tower, much like, you know, a skyscraper in Manhattan, maybe, if you will, and actually makes contact with the swinging balls. They could think like a chandelier, perhaps, and that's called the bag slapper, as it sort of slides down and makes contact, if you will. Let's talk to Fuka. I mean, so I've pretty much adjusted. Yes. Mrs. P never is on stream. You may hear her voice telling me everything is terrible. But I generally stream that everything's worked out to where you know, she's at work or something type of thing. So let's commence the operation. How about we do that?
Whoa!
I thought you were gonna go with the pain of the penis hitting the bowl of the public toilet. I mean, maybe. That, I mean, at that point, Soap Dish, are you talking about, like, if your penis is, if you're lucky enough to have it large enough that if you are just so unlucky to have to sit down on a public toilet to go a number 2, and you know, isn't that like it? You know, not a Poseidon's Kiss situation. But, like, you know, the water's just a little high and it goes for a little dip. I think you have to cut it off at that point, right? So, like, it's one of two options. You either now, your penis now has every disease known to man, or it also has the cure to every disease known to man. It's one or the other. A wonderful tower of poo. Lovely. Who doesn't want their ball slapped with a tower? I think that's what makes it okay, Casey, is that it's just a their own poo, right? So no one to blame but yourself, I think. But yeah, I mean, you know, maybe there'll be a ridiculous housing crash one day up here in Canada land where I somehow still hold on to my dildo factory job, and then maybe I could buy a house. But people still cling to think that their 1950s home that they've changed nothing to is still worth, you know, $800,000 dues. But hey, it's enough of that. I do with a squat over the bowl situation. I don't like to risk skin to bowl oh, see, you know what, me? Sit down and enjoy. Sit down and enjoy the ride. Take in all of the smells, right? Like, you know, you're getting a good aroma. You know? Who doesn't appreciate the touch of someone else's skin on a public toilet? Sometimes you might even get you know, some leg hairs attached to your leg hairs that might not even be yours. Whew. God, sign me up for that stuff.
Champs de floors? How do you say that?
It's France, or it could be Netherlands. What do you speak over there? Dutch? Poop shelf seems like it has some flaws. It could. See, I think the problem is Cartesian Cat, is I think everyone, not even just for the toilets that your everyday American standard toilet. I think the thing is that I think everyone should be sitting facing the tank. Like, I don't think the tank is just there just technicality of like I think it's really set up for really everyone to do everything, right? We're never supposed to leave the bathroom. We were never supposed to leave the toilet. Once you wake up in the morning and you splash a little bit of water on your face, maybe from your bidet that's, a little splashy right there, why not? You sit down, you lay out your laptop, or if you're old school and you put something right there, you got it right there, and you're living your life, okay? And you don't have to ever get up. I assume everyone has some type of monkey butler somewhere that can, hey, you ring a bell and someone comes to you and brings you food and drinks and whatnot, and you never have to get up. Why not? Yeah, imagine having your own little toilet table. Most of us already have one, right? We just don't use it. We're not utilizing the tools that the world is giving us, and I really think when the aliens eventually show up, this is what they're going to be disappointed with.
It's Champ de Fleurs.
You posted a picture of your super sexy orc rogue from the Bronzebeard. Good for you. You're a horde. I'm sorry to hear that, though. For the Alliance. I just watched the VOD where Jordan showed off his healed knee and hurt his foot in the process. Yeah, I did that. Out of fear of doing that again, I might kick my desk.
It means Field of Flowers.
Alliance is lame. You horde will never get it.
This is the place. I can sense the presence inside.
Leet boogers, eh?
Then come on, leader. Let's get this over with. Leader!
I'm detecting a major presence upstairs. It has to be our target. It's hiding in a larger room on the 3rd floor. Head that way and track it down. Now, if I remember correctly, we tried to do the proper, explore. How dare we? In a Japanese RPG, but we just got to basically make our way to the 3rd floor. And look, a cat. The cat is now in 2 chats. Good for you. Does anyone want to hit up the Rumble place? That's a pretty lonely place. And thank you, DJ of the Anime, for the 5 bomb. How? Thank you. And some of the best music is just vibing right now. All right, let's go. Yeah. So don't dare explore. Don't look at these coffins glowing. There's nobody in there to care about. And look, you want to go in 101? Right? No, you want to go in there? Sex is happening. No, signal's coming from a different room, you idiots. Don't roll on into that. So we're good. Oh, now different music again. Okay. I mean, this looks like your typical. Not that I've ever been. Cat, you've been to Japan multiple times. Have you been in a love hotel? Is this what it looks like? I would assume that, like, these little intricate designs, that's not wallpaper. Lothars. Thank you. This is decorated in semen, correct? Lothars, that's a name we haven't seen in a long time. I don't want sex from you, but I appreciate the offer. Thank you. Thank you. Sometimes it's no, we won't. We'll go there, right? Look at this nice potted plant. Someone shoved that up there, ain't it? I was off a couple of weeks and ignoring Jordan. You know what? If I was off a couple of weeks, I would ignore myself as well. Oh, and here's the fancy room that Cartesian Cat pays for when she goes to Japan. It's right there. Yeah, the benefit of having 2 screens. When you stream, you max out 2 stream. 40. Busy every day. I sense a large presence behind that door. Are you ready? Yeah, we're ready. Are love hotels like the Motel 6 of America, where you can pay by the hour? Just like classier?
This thing's the boss? It's more normal looking than I expected.
Okay.
Get ready, everyone. Here it comes.
I'm trying to debate whether or not that thing is wearing a brassiere,
We don't know what it'll do.
or
Be ready for anything.
if those are just a couple of badonkadonks with no nipples. I thought I maybe saw a nipple there. Maybe, maybe not. My eyes could be failing me at the age of 43. It's always a possibility. I frankly, before I picked up these two monitors a little back, I really did think about just getting one giant ultra wide. But the benefit of having the two screens for a streaming perspective, or being able to watch two different things, is good. But I don't know how people function without multiple screens anymore. I just don't know. This music is good, but I have a feeling it's going to be a repeat. So the good thing about that, Casey, is that we had purchased the DLC, The Answer. And then with the allowance of that, it's got a bunch of different background musics, as you can probably hear. So instead of just hearing the same battle music or the same music all the time, we've chosen in the options to have it sort of random, whatever, all the time. So you are going to hear some repeated classics, but it's not as bad as, quite honestly, the original game. So if that helps. Some days I feel like that would, like, what I would probably appreciate if I had the real estate and the money would be to have a not like a super ultra wide, but like a really, like, maybe like a nice, like, 32-inch in the middle, and then have the other two, for stream purposes and whatnot. But I'm happy with what I got here. There's nothing overly too crazy to worry about here. What are we gonna roll on with this guy here? Auto view, that's what I wanted. Temporarily raises a user's attack at the start of the battle. It could confuse the bastard. Crit rate boost. Maybe this is the man, but what if he uses fire on me? Let's use him. Sonic Punch! Persona! Yeah, like, I really like my my IKEA desk. And obviously with space being sort of a premium in an apartment, I can't really go overboard with, getting a super long desk type of thing.
Just stay
I thought I read that it's not lurking does not count as a viewer, but it's people who tab out. You can only have a max of three screen, or three people tabbed in or out, I think, is the problem. I haven't really been keeping up, but that sucks. But Twitch has made their own fucking problem with that themselves by letting people bot, and that's what happens because you have those people selling ad stuff to them. So they probably had to clean that up, would be my guess. Yes, it might be that. It's probably, I don't think it's even still having the screen active, because, like, I've heard, like, the 3 tab situation, and because there's crazy people out there, crazy fans. I don't know if I have any crazy fans of mine in here that are opening me up on 14 different tabs. You're not hurting and you're not helping anybody, but I'm quite honestly shocked that anyone at all watches me. So, but. Let's go. Run with it, I guess, right? Yeah, you're just getting 2 screens. Well, in that aspect, you're watching me on YouTube and you're watching me on Twitch. So, yeah, shocking. Twitch set up their system to be too stupid, right? You don't even have to explain anything more than that. Just being too stupid, right? Yeah, it's a wonderful little mix of the music for for the game. So that's not what I want.
Let's go.
Just shoot yourself in the head. Okay, that wasn't great. All right, what can we use now? I mean, do we just keep doing the Sonic Punch? No, that's not all right. Just in the post-Japan depression.
Now's the time.
I mean, you'll be okay. Everything is gonna be alright, and she is gonna come back from Japan. Okay. Okay.
I'll take care of this.
How about a little Zeo action, maybe? 52. I still think that just the punching really hard in the head. That's what it does, right? I like the upgrade with the pop filter and the arm on the mic. Those I've had those for quite some time. Yes, absolute upgrades.
That skill seems to instill fear
And it
in
helps.
its opponents.
I just don't have like the penis holder in front of me, taking up all this beautiful real estate of my shirt. You know, I can, like I said, I can pull it real close, and we can have these types of conversations where we're one-on-one, and then I can just put it away right there, right? All right, so if I can remember something now, we have items that can get rid of fear,
Calm down.
but I also have a skill, which I think I forgot about. So it's something, right? No, that's not it. I think we have to find it, if I can remember what it was. You can only eat so much ramen and sushi, am I right? No, start getting on in with the world of Japanese McDonald's, obviously, right? What was the spell that got rid of that? You're gonna get an upgrade on the modem tomorrow. Of course, Xfinity never let me know I was due for an upgrade. That sounds about proper for them, right? Is it Patra? Now, I guess the thing would be, is it a Mi Patra that would do everything? They have this moon burger with an egg. I've never had a burger with an egg, so I don't know. All right, let's see if I have a Mi Patra on something. If not, we're just gonna. Okay, yeah. We will just use this. Oh, did I not like pick the persona? That was embarrassing. Oh, never mind. It's right there. Hi, Yukari. Who is next? It's Yukari. So no.
I'll go with Persona.
Get rid of it. Got some come out tomorrow. It's yeah. We're getting really close to that time of. I gotta cancel my my current cable provider because they're not available in the new place I'm going into, and then start all that up, which will somehow be great, I'm sure. Akihiko. Okay, this is all working out well. Miss that good Florida seafood. Yeah, you know. The thing about franchises like McDonald's is that they're legitimately different all the world. I always said like the thing with like I know some people are indifferent to
One step at a time.
franchise food, but there's something about like at least
This should help.
not knowing that you're gonna get something shitty. Like even though maybe the Japanese McDonald's is going to be a little different, there's still gonna be that quality that you could expect in America. Maybe I don't really know. You miss a husky? Like Lothar's, I don't know if it's gonna be you and Soap Dish that's gonna get this, like Husky the gas station. Is that what you miss? We can be honest here. What would you like? Bewilder? Can you bewilder a man over here?
Come.
They exist, but there was a restaurant named Husky's and they were awesome. Oh, okay. Husky the truck stop. See, Husky's over here is a whole thing gas
In this
station.
situation,
let's heal.
That'll help. Appreciate it. I'll take care of this.
Okay, so she's ready with that. Sonic punching people in the penis worked always.
I'll give him hell. Persona!
Maguga, are you fearing me again?
Read you like a book.
Oh yeah. Oh, please, Miss Oracle. Whatever it is you're doing. Another place I loved was Bonanza or Bonanza. We have the Mandarin for the buffet. I assume Chinese buffet, or are we just talking an everyday American buffet?
What's next? I'll go with.
What are we doing here? I wouldn't mind me. No, okay. Oh, well, yeah, there. I guess we're doing that one. Shoot him in the penis. It has meals with buffet of salads and other hot food. Oh, okay. So like everything one would care about, right? Ah, the cyclone. Ooh, he card read good, folks.
Over here! Watch this!
God, I haven't been able to really play a lot of video games. I forget sometimes how good some of these games look and get. And I had to turn down my audio there a little bit. I hope I wasn't overly too loud. Me being stupid has probably been a good number on that. Just me being me. Oh, we might be able to finish this all off here. As long as he doesn't use a bunch of fear and loathing of Las Vegas. You've been playing Death Stranding 1 or 2? Shoney's wasn't
Finishing move!
that was in oh my god, he's all said and done. Didn't the Steiner brothers own a Shoney's? But also wasn't Shoney's mentioned on Rick and Morty? Just a heads up, Jordan, I'll have to step away for a bit. We got maintenance coming to fix our dryer again, because apparently when they fixed it like a month and a half ago, they didn't actually fix it because it stopped working again. Now, as with any good appliance, well, apparently yours isn't a good appliance. Have you tried yelling at it? Violence? Oh God, I mean, look, I enjoy me an IHOP once in a while. Far superior to a Denny's in my opinion. But how do you replace a Shoney's with an IHOP, right? I don't know. All right. Oh, Recarm. You're learning new things. Okay. I think we can get rid of Dia or Dia. Sorry if you're offended on. I don't know. Yeah. Torn shot. That's a weak pierce damage to one foe, so I think we can probably get rid of. That's one and all. That's one. We'll get rid of Bash. Bastion Booger. I've tried several violence, including jamming my hand into its ventilation hole to check for blockages. And did you remove any blockages? I assume not, right? We did do it. Now, let's all have a giant teenage orgy on this circular bed that may or may not rotate and vibrate.
The enemy's been defeated. Great work, everyone.
Cartesian Cat, you've been to Japan. Have you ever been on a bed that rotated and or vibrated?
I'll be waiting outside for you.
All right, so now I think was the whole mirror thing, right? And this is where I was sort of like left sort of disappointed. I was like, okay, they remade this game, and I was like, oh man, they couldn't go through the hassle of showing me in this mirror. But we'll get our answer to that one eventually. Yes, you did, and you know what? Probably Denny's in Japan. They probably. I'm trying to think of how they would do it. Either they do it super well and super right, or they've jumped onto the whole bandwagon of like, oh no, we need to nail this American restaurant Denny's, and they go over the top and it ends up being terrible. I don't know. I don't know what Japanese people eat for breakfast. Or like, does Denny's just Is Denny's there for your typical North American viewer enjoyer? I wonder how close this is to the end of the game. I've never played any Personas. If I can remember, they mention how many sort of dark hours we have to do, and this is like the third of like 8 or 9. Natto is pretty common for breakfast, and what the fuck is natto? So a strong force seems to be holding the Love Hotel door back. No way! Why? I still sense a shadow in that room. Huh? But we just... It's not the same one from before. Where's it hiding? It's hiding in the bed. The shadow should be in this room, right? We gotta find it. Alright. Nothing is out of ordinary with the heart-shaped chair. What about the love seat slash... oh, can we... The bathroom? Can we go on in here? No dice? Akahiko's using the facilities, I'm sure. The glass? Is there someone... Is this where the cuck chairs are? Like for the people who don't want to be seen? And miso soup. Ah, miso honey.
Oh!
No? Fermented beans. Huh. Yeah, and Casey, we gotta bring up something to you. You know, it's been a while. Like, I don't know. I feel like I've had this as part of my streams for a long time, and I don't think you really caught them on any of the maybe the older videos. It's hard to say. There is something called the Jordan multiplier, which I think has existed since I've played video games, but it's you're making me slap myself? The Jordan multiplier, we're sort of seeing a little bit of it right now. I get stuck in a rant, I get stuck just yapping about Japanese and Dutch toilets for no apparent reason, and all this game content is just forgotten about. It happens. So, you know, that turns a 20-hour game into a 120-hour game. There is no fighting it. It's just what happens. Oh, for the miso comment. Okay, wait, okay, look, confusion. There's a restroom, and then there's a bathroom. Me in Ontario, Canada, those are the same things. What's the difference between restroom and bathroom? Like if I'm in a restaurant, like you could use either or, like asking, oh, where's your restroom or where's your bathroom? It's gonna lead to the same place. Am I missing something here? I demand to know. Hi, what's going on in the large mirror?
Huh?
I know the Jordan multiplier takes you about 4 times as long. Okay, well, we're familiar. That's good. Is it just me, or is there something weird about this mirror? Well, there's something weird already. And I appreciate the Jordan comment. It's beautiful. Anime. "20-minute wrestling rants and such." Of course, who can forget about wrestling? Where am I? My head feels foggy, and I can't remember why I'm here. What was I doing? I feel like I'm forgetting something important. You mean a water closet? Wait, is that legit like what a restroom is in Japan or something? Like a water closet? I can hear the shower running in the bathroom.
Embrace your desire.
Seth, I'm injured every month. Rollins is actually injured. He hurt his shoulder, didn't he? He needs some surgery. There's a strange voice ringing inside my head.
I am the voice of your inner self. Revel in the moment.
Is that like a room service telephone right there? Like, let's just say you're in a romping orgy and the box of condoms is no longer full. Do you just ring a ding that phone right there and to the front desk and go, yeah, I need a new box of Magnum Dong condoms?
That which cannot be felt
Oh,
is merely
tickets for Cena's final match are on sale now. I heard that's turning into like a whole like political shit fest. They're like hoping that El Presidente will be there, which is really unfortunate for John Cena. He doesn't deserve his final match to be that fucking garbage, but that shocks no one. That which cannot be felt is merely a dream. That present is all we have. Am I supposed to have like the approach of like who cares here, or like do these answers not matter? If I recall, a water closet is literally just a small room with a toilet. The other amenities like sink and bathtub are usually elsewhere in that case. See, like, I have heard the term water closet. At first I thought you were gonna say it's where like your water tank goes, if you have one of those. But like, wouldn't you just call that like a half bath or a quarter bath if it just has like the toilet in there or something? I gotta say, that's not true.
The future is but a fantasy, memory a fabrication.
I mean, TKO has come out and blatantly said that they were going to raise all of their prices for literally every event because Vincent Kennedy McMahon priced his tickets so families could go see wrestling. And TKO has decided, no, we just want the rich to go to our wrestling events. So it's unfortunate, but one of the very few Vince McMahon wins in this world.
Let your desire free you from your shackles, such is your wish.
I can't give in.
Pleasure is what you truly seek. You stand before the doorway to bliss.
Okay. So, friend that's in the shower, that's the doorway to bliss right there, right?
You cannot deny your instincts. Embrace your desire.
Yeah, I'm really... I didn't think they'd go that route, to be honest, Soap Dish. I thought that'd just be a really hard rumor. But I lost a lot of respect. I mean, look, I'm still a wrestling fan. I don't watch any of the Saudi events. I'm not gonna watch the WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia. Like, it is what it is. Like, it's hard because it's like watching that press conference of Triple H, basically saying like, how this is going to be a big change and blah blah. Like, seeing all of the wrestlers standing behind, just looking uneasy as fuck. Like, just seeing in the background, like all of them disagree with what the direction your company's going with, but to them it's just like anybody else. It's just a job, and sometimes your bosses make shitty decisions, and you're like, oh, I guess this is what I'm doing now. But luckily, as wrestling fans, we do have options, which is always a really good thing. So you cannot deny your instincts. Embrace your desire. You know what? I'll pass. Seems like something was trying to manipulate my penis. Someone turned off the shower in the bathroom. I mean,
What was I...
it depends on what we're talking about, though, DJ. For a reference of, like, if we're just talking about a wrestling product, like the in-ring product, it depends what you want, obviously, right? Like, I will watch all wrestling when time is great. I think AEW has one of the better in-ring products. A lot of good, great wrestlers. And same for TNA with their last pay-per-view that they had. WWE has become a show, and WWE has become a show for a very long time of just like, sort of has to attract multiple audiences. But one thing that AEW is not doing, and that's getting in bed with a government that doesn't allow women to, basically live a proper life, and I don't need to get into the stuff that the Saudi government does. And when a company gets in bed with them, that really does sour it enough for me. Like, I will take a shitty storyline from AEW and watch that 1,000 times over before I would ever consider watching a Saudi Arabia event from WWE. But, Oh, come on, Yukari, you're covered. Oh. Seems like Yukari's thoughts were being manipulated as well.
I can finally reach you.
You can.
Can you two hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah, I heard Crown Jewel was a good show. I hear you, Fuka.
I'm sorry I couldn't contact you sooner. The shadow was interfering with your thoughts, so I couldn't reach you. Looks like you two got teleported away as well. The group's all been separated. The enemy is still in the same room. Let's regroup and then head back there. Did you hear that, Yukari-chan?
Yeah, I heard you.
Did something happen?
It's fine. Come on, let's go. And how about we don't mention this to anyone?
All right, don't
Got
mention
it.
that you slapped me and you were showering. Got it. Nothing bad happened.
I'm sorry.
You only sensed the one shadow. I hate to be the bearer of more bad news on top of this, but a barrier's gone up within the building. You won't be able to reach it this way. So we can blame that shadow for getting us trapped down here. I'm gonna try and find a way to break this barrier. In the meantime, please reconvene on the second floor. All right, before I reconvene on a second floor, I gotta do something someone asked a long time ago, and that's get a beer, cause it's 5 o'clock somewhere, Europe, China, Japan, somewhere, just not here. But I'll be right back. Alright, we got a beer. Cena versus AJ match was the match of the night at Crown Jewel. So good. I always think I'm saying this wrong, and I can't. I don't know if it's somewhere. If it's Asahi or Asahai, or Asahai. It's the super dry. Praise ceiling fan, right? Yes, yeah. Instead of praise elephant, it's now praise ceiling fan. So, Kat, I really do appreciate you thinking that I know how to pronunciate things. If someone just puts Asahi, right? Asahi. I don't fucking know. See, I'm just making up words. Look at that beautiful pour. Yeah! Right. I still got a little bit left here. But I noticed the Asahi is a slightly larger can than normal. Although usually I can never fit them into my giant bomb glass. But 500 mil to the typical 473 milliliter. Oh, I'm sorry. There's a lot of Americans in here that don't know what a metric system is. I don't know. Just call it a pint. Just make it easier. Did I hear a Logan in the background, or is he still in school? I certainly hope he didn't hear a Logan in the background. It's just like some wandering children around here. He is at school. All right, so I think again we can't explore. There's the sex barrier. Can't get past that. Look at that. That's a jack off frost.
Hey,
Oh, they don't work during the dark hour. Why? Yeah, I like that, Casey. Asahai, right?
Hey.
I might have random demon children living in the walls. No, on the walls. On the walls, Biscuits, right? Man, I didn't think there'd be another shadow. Anyways, are you two okay? We're fine. Anything happened to you?
Stop.
No, of course not. Nothing happened. Wait, did they also have a sexual experience? Could it be? I get it. It's the mirrors. The readings from the mirrors in the guest room seem to be resonating with the main shadow. If we can destroy these mirrors, then maybe we'll be able to break the barrier.
Wait, seriously?
Okay. I don't really get what's going on, but which ones are we supposed to break?
yes.
I sent something from rooms 204 and 205. Try heading to those two rooms first. Okay. 204 and 205. Where is 204 and 205? That is 202. Nope, can't go in there. 203, nope, try again. There's 204. Let's try, that looks like that'd be a special room. Is this game on dad mode? No, normal. Relatively for games like that, your typical RPGs, I will play at least on normal. It's really like something like you've seen it watching the Yakuza series. I'm not a big fan of beat 'em ups or overly stuff. So something I like that I want to play, but I'm not a fan of maybe a certain aspect of the game. I'll dumb that on down to dad mode just to really eat up story mode. But I like that those are options now. Weren't they also called like journalist mode? Something like that. Ooh. Yeah, that microwave. All right. You trying to find your hotel room? Well, there's the mirror, so we just break it, right? Now let's smash this thing to pieces on the count of 3. 1, 2, wait! Hold on! The signal's close, but I'm not entirely certain that this is the right mirror. Can you check the other room too, just in case? That's a good point. Better be safe than sorry, so let's cover all of our bases first. Okay, so I cannot see myself. I gotta say, obviously this is the cuck sofa, so you watch and enjoy a cup of tea while watching, an orgy happen. But then they put the TV there. Look, I can appreciate this. The mirror gives you all these sex angles, which is appreciated. I'm just saying that maybe you have another sofa, right here, or you take the sofa, and then you put that here, and then you take the love cuck chairs, and you put them there, and then they can watch the sex. And then that way, people who don't want to watch the sex and just came for a fun time, they can watch the TV, right? These are the things I'm thinking of, obviously. It looks like a bathroom. Sorry, went out the wrong door. All right, so now we're going to go on to the main room, 204. Okay, some things to find. I see glowing things. There's something here. Soul refresh. And then a transmogrified... did that guy fall asleep, cuck mode? This person might catch a cold sleeping here like this, but I guess we can't exactly move them. Yeah, just want to move the coffin? Who doesn't? They really should call it dad mode, bystander mode, or spectator mode. Somehow, I have seen them just legitimately call it story mode. Which I can appreciate, and then they'll have a little description which is legit, hey, you just want to enjoy the story, pick this mode. Battles will be a little easy, blah, blah, blah type of thing. I've played enough Persona games to sort of know, what I'm getting into, and I haven't found them overly difficult. But, it'll be interesting to see when we get back to some games that I found, difficult for whatever reason. Dragon Quest XI was something that screams out to me, but... Okay, there's the mirror. Oh, wait! There's something different about this one compared to the other one. Huh? I don't see anything different about it. What about you? It's our reflections, you idiot.
Wait, seriously?
What? They're messing with our reflections? Are they pulling some sort of magic trick on us? Well, these are shadows we're dealing with. You might be onto something. Oh, good. You noticed it too. So I'm not just going crazy. Yeah, that other mirror. There's definitely something up with a mirror that reflects everything except people. The mirror in this room is probably just a normal mirror. Why don't we go back and check room 205 again? Yeah, I mean, that's really something that I would say, like, for a lot of improvements over the years for games, relatively, like, maybe within the last 4 or 5 years. That's I think, a really big one of making games accessible for everyone. And when I say everyone, I mean everyone. You know, people with disabilities and you know, people who may not be able to play a game by conventional means with a controller or via a keyboard. You know, it is nice to see that, you know, some companies like Microsoft, I think they made like an accessible controller that's like a big giant, looks like an arcade stick, but you know, it's big large buttons for people to play with, and you know, it's stuff like that. And that's the stuff I like to see and going forward for games and stuff. Like that's a, you know, there's no arguments from anybody there for accessibility, I don't think. See, here's the thing though, that, you know, no reflecting the people, but you have no problem reflecting that potted plant, which is also technically alive, unless it's fake, I don't know.
Hey!
Looks like it's not reflecting everything. Do you want to try breaking it? Break the walls down, right here. It's like Austin 316 just coming on out for his WrestleMania entrance. I knew it! Now we should be able to get to the shadow, right? Huh? Actually, the seal's still intact, but that should have... Yeah, there must be something we're missing. Let me see. Got it! I'm getting a signal from a mirror on the 3rd floor. Then we just have to break that one too, right, Fuka? Can you tell me which room it's in? Sorry, I can't pinpoint the exact location. There's too much interference from the main signal. I guess we'll just have to go and find another mirror that doesn't show our reflection. It should be inside one of the rooms on the 3rd floor. Good luck! That's true. It's gonna have a super easy mode for those. So right. I mean, even for the people who just, you know, just don't want to mess with it, just want to go and play a good story mode, right? But yeah, I don't think you're gonna ever get an argument from anybody that's just gonna be like, make the game more accessible. Like, just give them the options. Like, you don't want to just see a game be default accessible, like where you have to, but you know, like give people these options so, like, you know, they can turn things on and turn things off, and that's pretty much it, right? All right, so we're gonna check out this mirror here. We see a reflection, so it's good. Groundhog Day continues. Isn't that how that works? Oh my God. Oh, I thought that was I thought there was a 3rd coffin there that was missing there. Someone was loving being on top. Okay, there you go. Still see our reflection. I should probably eventually drink this beer, right? Been a while since I've had an Asahi. Usually it's a Sapporo is the go-to for the Japanese beer. Okay, reflection there. Is that a scary ghost I see, Casey? Go on to room 304. Oh, okay. Now that's a proper orgy right there. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. Oh, anyways, some mission tonight, am I right? Yeah, some mission. Sekiro would have been nice to have an easy mode. Oh. Now, okay, look. Those are coffins. We don't see our reflection. Is that period blood? Check it on out. Break it!
Amazing!
The main signal's completely gone. The seal should be broken now. It's about time now. We can finally meet the enemy face to face. Let's be sure to repay the favor of all the trouble it's put us through. I wish Persona 5 Royal hadn't killed my love for it in all Japanese RPGs. I liked it, but I can certainly see how someone could feel that way. Absolutely. I feel like, Casey, the thing with, I will just say, From Software games is that they will always catch flack for that. And I don't think they'll ever change their ways. Like, there's very much something akin to beating a Dark Souls or a Souls game, if you will. But again, like, Sekiro would be like a perfect example. To most people who play that, eventually a game like that clicks for someone, and once you pick up on it, then usually you get it, you understand. But if that never clicks for you, like, that's a game you are not going to enjoy. And you know, and to a lesser extent, I mean, just like a Japanese RPG, like, you know, you keep running into a fucking octopus that just keeps knocking your head off. There are fixes to those things that you can sort of do in a Dark Souls or a Souls game, where, like, look, just go around and level up, grind out a few levels, become more powerful, just so, you know, eventually brute strength will get you past the boss. But I think that still sucks, like I said, because I don't think putting a difficulty mode in a Souls game wrecks it, right? Like, I don't think that, right? You know, like, you know what's wrong with gaming is the people who get on people about, oh, heard you beat Dark Souls, but you had to put it down on easy. Huh, you're not really a Souls player. Like shit like that. Like, that's the type of stuff you have to get rid of in the world. Like, get rid of those people. Can I save during this? No, it doesn't look like it. All right. Yes, usually what happens for, in games where, like, so, they're not actually reflecting anything. What happens usually is, like, if there is something like a reflection, what the developers are doing is essentially just redrawing that asset backwards so it looks like it's a mirror. But yes, apparently I believe that is something very difficult to do, like the actual way a mirror works, of like, I'm sure there's some type of code you can type in and say, okay, look, if someone walks in front of object item blah blah blah, that's a mirror, reflect it backwards so the player can see. Like, I'm assuming there's, in video games, that gets all fucked up. It's a lot easier to just have the artist, like, okay, if the character moves into this spot, just redraw it so that it looks legit, right? Are we ready? I'm ready.
So it was you!
Oh my.
I'll teach you not to mess with a girl's heart!
We'll get it this time. I believe in you, team.
You watched me rage on the last boss in Sekiro for about 8 hours. Would have been nice to be able to drop it down to easy after the first hour. But just think of that exact stream though, Casey. If that stream doesn't go 8 hours, you don't get the 8 hours of hilarity and the rage that induced, right? But yes, like even in, is it? I can't remember if I haven't died too much in Persona, but I know in the Trails games, like, you die on a boss, you know, one of the options is like retry at a lower difficulty, or go back to the start menu, right, and load up a different save. Like, those are good options to have, right? Like, nothing wrong with that.
This one's from the Lover's Arcana. It's the source of the mind manipulation.
The mind manipulation. All right. Oh, I should have used a. Should we just start off with a theurgy? Yes. Hello.
Over here! Watch this!
I still don't even know what happened last stream. Of, like, I don't know if OBS shit itself. I did notice, like, a few people's Twitch streams shorta shit themselves, so I don't know if Twitch just had, like, an issue, or maybe certain servers. I did know, like, it hasn't affected me, but a lot of people who live in not near major cities. I know Twitch got rid of a lot of servers, or probably were piggybacking off of other data centers, but there's a lot of people who, you know, they're not... Ooh, I don't know, would cadenza be good? Accuracy and evasion? That might be a good thing to roll on in there. I don't quite need the HP, but the accuracy and evasion might be helpful. You know, and Gavin was just being Gavin, right? He just wanted to sit up here in his normal spot, but
I don't know their weaknesses
Can't
yet.
stop me now.
Can you test something out?
he's up there in the kitty heavens of the world, just enjoying watching me on YouTube at his leisure, right?
I'll take care of this.
Sonic Punch.
Persona!
Yeah, it was strange. I noticed your video kind of stuttering a few times and just thought it was just a connection because it was so random. Oh, I've been inflected with charm.
Please, we're on your side.
Uh-oh, Heartbreaker. Shawn Michaels. Okay, thank God that missed and just basically
Watch out.
hit
It's dangerous to get
Akihiko
hit by an
again.
attack while you're charmed.
It's dangerous to get hit by that attack while you're charmed. Yeah, I've
Support each other while you're
noticed.
fighting.
Thank you. All right,
In
so
this situation,
what gets rid of charm? Patra gets rid of charm. But do I do I just like... No, he probably needs it. Oh, does he not? So, oh, if he gets hit by that move, it doesn't matter. Am I understanding he is no longer charmed? He is, he's just hurt now? I understand that there's a Gavin Mark II that equals Charlie. Yes, there is. Charlie is, let's see. I don't want to phrase this in the wrong way. So I gave Charlie to my dad. My mom passed away back in April, and so like, you know, my dad is just, you know, unfortunately just like he's not home alone. My older sister still lives with him or whatever, but I felt like he could use a companion, and so Charlie, being a super lovable, wonderful orange kitty, and he relatively him and Coco did not really get along too well. So we sort of thought it would be best of like, it's not fair to Charlie to get you know, because we would have to, like, in our current apartment, like we would segregate the two of them. Like Charlie would get the bedrooms and Coco would get the living room, and it's not fair to either cat. So I asked my dad, and he was like, sure. And it's awesome to see how the two of them really appreciate each other. It's because I'll go so up to speed again, Casey. Lots has gone on. So my dad has had a little bit of a health scare in the last month. He had quadruple bypass surgery, and then he had to have another emergency surgery from complications from said surgery. So he hasn't been home, and I feel like about a month. He's still in the hospital. He's doing better. But so I'll go and see Charlie, feed him, take care of his litter, you know, every other day or so. You know, my sisters will take care of the other stuff when they see him, and so, like, you know, he's a super lovable cat, and Logan loves to go see him, and my wife still likes to go see him. So, like, it's great that he gets to enjoy hanging out with my dad, and he gets love there, and we can always go and see him, you know, when need be, type of thing. But yeah, I miss Gavin all the time, man. I really do, but it happens. Single shot, eh? I'm trying to figure what are we looking for here? Yeah, maybe some evil touch.
Mokoi!
Yeah, so the one thing with Charlie is I'm sure if you go on the Discord on the pet thing, you will absolutely see some pictures of him. He is I think it's just something to do with orange cats, man. But he is a super fluffy orange kitty. All is good.
You'll regret that.
Well, thank you, Casey. And like I said, it was really touch and go for a little bit. Like, you know, obviously being in the hospital isn't good for anybody still, type of thing. But I saw my dad yesterday, and then I saw him the Friday previous, I think, whatever day of the week it was. I saw him yesterday, Sunday, and Friday. So, you know, he's improving every day. He just, I think yesterday or the day before, just got lucky enough to start having liquids. So that's the good thing of it. So he wants to get out of there and move on. Oh, oh God, that's not the charm you need from you. God damn it. All right, we need where is my pasta? So yeah, like Coco very rarely will come up here. Like I said, they still do come up here when I'm not streaming. I think it's me streaming and talking and being loud that scares them. Yeah, like they both come up here, but yeah, they're not stream kitties. But Charlie was a little bit of one, but then he figured like he could torment Coco, and that was more entertaining to him. So all the power to him, I guess, right? Yeah, the Blue Jays have been shitting the bed. I mean, I enjoy the Blue Jays. I mean, I'm a Red Sox fan, but you know, I go to Jays games. I like seeing them.
Let's go.
And their bats have not woken up as to what they were doing in oh God. That's not what we want. I mean, essentially, that's what they sort of need is they need their bats to work again. They need to get the hits that they were doing in the series against the Yankees, pretty much, right? Like that's what they need, and they're not having that. So hopefully they'll figure it out.
That'll help. Appreciate it.
Jordan, did I tell you that we entered a fantasy hockey league with his brother Wings and a couple other friends? The idea is none of us really know what the fuck we're doing, and we just drafted whoever, and now we're hoping for the best. Yeah, I'm also a part of a draft hockey league with my sister's boyfriend, and it's a nice little thing. I'm already a hockey fan, so it just adds that little bit of more interest to other games that you normally wouldn't watch, and it's cool, you know, and whatnot, but there's also like some fun of it, like, let's just join something and see how we do, right? We have no idea who these players are. Like, fucking, who the fuck is Sidney Crosby? What?
I'll go with.
You know, just funny shit like that. Always good, right? I assume there's something we are missing about this guy.
What to do?
Because he just healed himself for a lot. So we gotta find out what we can do here. I do remember Dark Daddy from the Wingstring days. He's in there too. I think myself are the only ones who know a little bit about hockey. I think I'm the only one who actually has gone to hockey games for fun. Is there another reason to go to hockey games that I'm unaware of? Okay, it seems like sort of what I've been doing here is like I think I need a rotunda. I think that's what I need here. Hockey's the most fun sport to actually attend, in my opinion. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's a great sport.
This mist. Please, be careful. That mist can hypnotize you.
Okay, so it can hypnotize you, but it hasn't currently hypnotized us. So nothing is wrong with our characters right now.
I have to do this.
Does the game not want me to do something? Or if I do something, does it reflect back on us?
Come. What's the plan?
I don't know what I'm missing here, to be honest.
Persona.
The best bet would be. I'll do this.
Typical American who likes, ooh, the sexy dance. Just gonna hit everybody. Oh,
What's
for
this weird
fuck's sakes.
feeling? Junpei, come
Okay,
on.
good. She recovered.
Come on,
Baseball, football, and basketball courts, but it's always been hockey games for me. It always just I always feel like hockey's a hard game to win over. Gary Bettman tries his damnedest to get the Americans to really appreciate hockey in non-hockey markets, and like good for him. Like he's just doing what a commissioner does. Like obviously in a lot of America, hockey is loved and appreciated. Like Minnesota is basically Canada South. I don't know how like you don't like your closest team, I guess, would be the Washington Capitals, which relatively does okay and well. I mean, they won a Stanley Cup, I think in 2018, which seems like eons ago. But it's there's an appreciation there, right? But hockey really is unable sometimes to really make that distinction in getting into some markets, but flourishes in like somewhere like Vegas for crying out loud, right? Phoenix, not so much. All right, good evasions.
Let's see. Let's go.
All right, that was
One step at a time.
there.
Persona! Don't think so.
Okay, so Heartbreaker, that would have been the bad one
In
if
this
people
situation.
were
I won't lose.
Appreciate it.
charmed. That would have been very bad.
What to do?
That would have been the bad stuff. I'm going to assume light damage is not really going to work on you. I mean, can we distress you? Probably not, but I'll give it a whirl. No, those don't work.
Bring it on. Eat this. Whoop. And take that.
Nice. There's some nice damage right there.
I'll take care of this. I'll do this.
Agidyne?
Here I
Yeah,
go.
that ain't gonna work. Get in line for that one. Okay, what do you do again? Cyclone Arrow. There we go. I'm hoping this is just the fix. So just like, this is a super weird long fight here that, I don't want them to heal themselves to 1500 again. Like, we're doing some great damage here, but, bring out the Jack-Off Brothers. There it is. That's what we come together for. Sing a little karaoke, gentlemen. See, that's what we needed right there. The all-out attack.
Let's keep it real. plan?
Yeah, keep doing your assault dives and whatnot. Just punching things in the face.
I'll tear you apart!
Okay, sexy dance.
My heart.
What's this weird feeling? Persona!
Don't heal him. Don't heal. God damn it.
I'll go with.
Fortuna!
Oh, I should have paid attention to who was up next.
I've got this.
Yeah, that's not what we want.
What next? Ew!
There you go.
The enemies charmed
Good
you!
to go.
Please, we're on
go.
your side!
All right, things are gonna be good because you don't want to do that big attack.
Can't stop me now.
All right, Akihiko's gonna be on next, so
Give
that
him
will
hell.
be okay.
Persona.
No! Oh, come on, game. Yeah, you need to pull yourself up. The purse owner, Anne, how are you? Oh, this'll tickle a pickle. There you go. How have you been, Anne? Been a long time, I know, it sucks, but
I won't lose!
that was a big sigh. The fight is just going a little too long in the tooth. When I've already, like, I already know, like, what the deal is, if that makes any sense. I try to make sense. And it's just like, it just keeps going and going and going. Do I not have anything on this? I guess not. The explanation for the evoker is so flimsy in this game. I mean, it's a Persona game. You don't look too deep, right? Because that's what happens. You look too deep, you'll end up finding yourself. And nobody needs that.
Let's go.
How have you been, Anne? That is back-to-back misses for Akihiko there. That is, quite
Pull the
frankly,
trigger.
unacceptable.
Help me!
Thanks.
I mean, isn't that just enough for anybody of like, look, okay, I get personas, I shoot myself in the head. That's how, Morty, that's how that works, right?
Hell right. What's next? Suck on that!
6 feet above ground, right? That's pretty much how could you not look at the positives out of that one, right, Ann? Uh-oh. What are you doing? Don't heal yourself, you fool. Ow.
What next? Some fun! Persona!
That'll help.
Appreciate that was close.
You would lose your mind with the original where your party members were just AI. So I did play the original, but what I played it on an emulator, so I played it to where, I think it was a Game Shark code, but you know, obviously on an emulator you put in, but you put something in on the back end of the emulator to allow your AI members to be controlled by you. So, but yeah, I've played this. I've played every version. Oh, I know. I haven't played Portable. I guess I should say that. I haven't played Portable.
I'm glad you're all safe.
Excellent work. The enemy was clever, but you
I
came out
really
on top.
liked FES. Yes, I've heard a lot of people say that the Portable was the best version just because it had a female protagonist.
Thank you.
You did good too, Takeba. It's no wonder you volunteered.
Yeah, right.
And you as well. You were able to remain calm during the enemy's mental assault.
Maybe you're finally starting to recognize yourself as a leader. Keep up the good work.
The team has survived another dangerous fight. Yeah, I mean, I think, like, I don't want to spoil, say, like, the Portable ending if it's different for other people, but, like, I assume in Portable, like, is there still the answer? Like, I remember, like, so there, as with any Persona game, there's multiple versions of it. Like, so there used to be just, I think I played it. Yes, I played it. There's an everyday original, Shin Megami Tensei Persona 3. That's it. For the PlayStation 2. Then there's the FES version, which includes the answer, the journey and the answer. And then there's the Persona 3 Portable, which was for what, the PlayStation Portable, I would guess. Never played it, didn't have a portable system of that nature. So that did not have the answer. Okay, so that's why the other endings in like FES have to make sense to make people want to go play the answer, right? What do we think about the Trail in the Sky remake that just came out? Gonna give that a go. I am. In my Trails experience right now, I just finished Reverie. So, obviously I jumped on into this, and I don't know if I'll be playing it after we finish this game or something else. I'm trying to decide if I want to play Daybreak first, or if I want to play the remake of Trails in the Sky. I played the demo on Steam. I thought it was fantastic. They did a really good job with it.
All
so,
right, let's call it a night.
You know, I will play it, just when is the problem. Always when. I need more hours in the day
Oh,
that don't consist of me going to the dildo factory.
That thing you mentioned the other day.
But
You found something?
with everything sort of going on, like even personally, like, you know, until my dad is you know, right back in 100% health, and you know, things are all sort of settled on there. The streams and the schedules are sort of going to be out of whack for probably quite some time. And then I don't think, or I don't hope that, like, when eventually we get into moving everything, like my computer and stuff will be the last thing that will be moved. But you know, I'm sort of hoping that that'll go smoothly, and we'll get internet on the first day, and everything will be okay. But like I said, everything is just busy. So. Yeah, I think what bothered me, you know, I still picked it up on the Steam sale, so stupid me, but, you know, the value of getting the answer made sense. But I think when they announced the remake or the reload of Persona 3, and they said they weren't going to do any DLC for it, and then to come out later and then do it, that really shuckled a few people. That sucked, so.
Yes.
I think, you know, like the one problem, Casey, like I'm sure you're aware, I think you're a Trails enjoyer, whether it's by a viewer or by playing it. The problem with the Trails series is because it's so long and intertwined, and relatively up to recently has been inaccessible for a lot of people. People have been starting at like Cold Steel, right, and then. Then they see all these old storylines, and they're like, oh, I want to watch that. How do I get into it? And it's not, you know, it's not accessible in any way, shape, or form. So having a remake available for everything is a really good start to get people to start at the very beginning of the series. So that's just Atlus's MO. Never ever get the first edition of anything they release. Just wait like 2 years. Yeah. Poke! It is Jordan Senpai. Hi.
Okay, tell me about it later. Alright, we should head back too. Hey, come on, Junpei, let's go!
He seems dejected.
Fuka played a big role in this one again. Seems like the second years are really putting in the work.
Like, I assume they're going to remake all of the Trail in the Skies, you know, SC and then FC and the third or whatever. Like, you know, those are all pretty much in the works. You know, eventually, hopefully, we don't see them 10 years apart. Like, they should all be released within a year and a half of each other. And then whether or not they remake Zero and De Jour, I think the biggest accessible thing, I think, for people is getting the series on everything, whether it's new consoles or computer, whatnot, having it accessible on everything. And then I think the next hurdle is, once people can play it on everything, is I know the sprites, and stuff of like whether people want everything to be in 3D or not, right? Or if you're a mega Persona fan, you play it all with Flutter. Yes, of course.
Looks like you're really shining out there, dude.
Yeah, I've always said that. I mean, I think technically, I think you could just put, you know, if you're gonna remake Persona 1 and 2, obviously I don't think you use Hitler, but you just replace him with just an everyday terrible villain and just call it a day. Remove anything that's referenced to Hitler and whatnot, but yeah, the Persona 5 Royal Remake eventually, right? I mean, I never thought that we'd get a Persona 3 remake, because I just thought like the nature of where the world is with guns and whatnot. I was like, oh, maybe it, you know, that sours a few people, and maybe that never gets green lit again. And here we are, right? So never say never. Mecha Hitler coming to you. We all did our part.
Really now. Well, whatever, I guess.
Don't tell me you're jealous someone else is getting all the attention.
I definitely found Junpei a little annoying the first few months. I think everyone does. I think like that's the thing with every Persona game, is there's going to be a character, like by design, that someone will find annoying, and it's going to be different for some people. But like I relatively think like a lot of people thought Junpei is annoying, but he relinquishes himself, you know, throughout the game. Ryuji in Persona 5 is another one, but again, he's very much like Junpei, a typical bro, a good friend. I know Teddy rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, rubbed some people the right way, but again, and then like there's a redemption to that character, at least in my eyes, of where if you didn't like him, he's gonna win you over. Morgana, I'm a cat lover. I love, you know, sure they go through some shit, but I can never get mad at a cat. I don't think we should censor old games and remakes. That's like taking Mike Tyson out of Punch Up. It ruins the original charm. Yeah. Although, to be fair, Casey, Super Punch Out for the SNES, even though it doesn't have Mike Tyson in it, still a fantastic game. But yeah, I absolutely understand your point of like, you go down that route of censoring old games just to make it appease the new audience. It's not really something you want to go to. But again, of all things, I don't think... I've never played Persona 1 and 2, but like, is Hitler like that line? Like, do you... No, like, isn't there like a Wolfenstein remake that had Mecha Hitler in it or something? Like, and you get to murder Hitler? Like, that's maybe... Is that the direction you have to go with a Persona? Of like, just... look, you can have Hitler in your games as long as we get to murder him at the end. It's all okay, right? There's more fucked up stuff in 2, than Hitler. No, you're not wrong there, Casey. Not wrong at all.
Shut up!
I'm with you. I like the original charms that some of these games have had, right? And
What's his problem?
currently, I would say with Persona 3, they've kept a lot of that old charm that existed. They just threw a nice coat of paint on it and made everything look pretty and worked, and that's great, right? That's what I can ask for. Hitler in the newer Wolfenstein games was made to be a sniveling worm. It was great. Okay. All right, we are too exhausted right now to continue on thinking. Let's hurry on back to the dorm and get some rest.
That was faster than I expected. Quite a show, I must admit.
They've been rather busy these last few months, haven't they?
We have been.
And it seems they've gained new recruits.
It's Revolver
too.
Jesus.
Their fighting style is most fascinating. Not to mention they've made several parades.
Yeah, I was literally just contemplating if I should get up and take something. It's I always around this time of where like it's relatively really nice outside during the day. We've been extremely lucky with the weather. I guess today isn't as nice, but working outside is sort of the problem of like, you know, it starts off to be nice outside, and then you're going in and out of areas where it's cold and warm and whatnot, and it just sort of doesn't really work out. So I'm trying to think of like, oh, am I getting sick? I do have a little scratch of the throat. Do I want to get ahead of it, or do I just sit here and drink it to stupidity? We aren't going to put the big show in and say, hey, he's just as good as Andre. Yeah, well, people said that at the very beginning, right?
Well, Jin, are they our enemy?
How about we go ask our buddy? Gonna be seeing him real soon.
Yes, the hot toddy. Morty.
Yes. An excellent idea. Considering that he shares our fate, it would be prudent to seek his opinion. After all, we don't have much time left.
I mean, I'm, you know, drugs have their spots, and sometimes, you know, everyone needs to have something, and other things. Like, I am a big proponent of sweating out a cold, and also the, you know, yeah, like a rum and lemon, like, hits a spot. Like, there's just something about, you know, the way it works. Maybe it gets your mind off of anything or whatever, but hey, they work, man. I can hear people talking. It's almost summer break. Let's go somewhere for vacation.
Oh, totally.
I want to go to the sea, the mountains, everywhere and anywhere. But first, we have finals starting on Tuesday. Oh, God. Oh, forgot about that. At least we have a break after the exams this time. Summer vacation's just around the corner. Jordan taking drugs makes a lot of sense, right? Why not? You know, you take some cold medicine, you look it over, and it says do not consume with alcohol. No, alcohol increases the ability of these drugs, right? At least that's what I believe. Don't listen to me, folks. I'm not a doctor. Macho Man or Ultimate Warrior, who would win? Macho Man, hands down, all the time.
Attention, all right?
I don't even think it's a possibility that the Ultimate Warrior could do anything other than just, you know, get crazy with the ropes and hope for goodness. Enhancement talent RJD, it's been a while. How are you, sir? That's your extent of wrestling knowledge. What about Hulk? What about Hulk, I am now dead Hogan? Let's see here, finals start next Tuesday. Jeez, we just had an exam, what a pain. Well, maybe pain isn't the right word. Some phrases can be pretty tricky. But let's talk about comma splices. Oh, shit. I'm sure you've all heard them before, but just to be clear, a comma splice is when two independent clauses are incorrectly joined by a comma instead of conjunction. I'm sorry, what?
Hey, what's up?
Well, here's a question for you all. Dun dun dun. Ty, where is the comma splice found in the following sentence? Because it is 10:30 right now, we will not reach the theater in time. It's already started, to my dismay. Between now and we? Between time and it's? I would say time and it's, but I didn't go the network there. I'm right. The time and tits.
Bingo!
RJD. Not sure why I was unsubbed. It happens. It happens once in a while. Thank you very much, my friend. Boy, the love has been great here today with the subs and the gifts and everything. Very nice. Lovely. I appreciate that. It's good to be back after 9 days of just craziness going on. Yeah, Savage versus Steamboat, which, you know, a lot would argue should have been the main event, but, you know, That's what happens when wrestling becomes a little bit more of a spectacle than just the wrestling part, right? So, you know. Was that the one with Hogan and Andre, right? Oh, I know why. It's $7.99 for mobile and $5.99 over PC. Save us some money. Okay, don't use the mobile app because Apple or the goggle machine wants their cut. Regardless of how logical the sentence flow may appear, a comma cannot be used to link two independent clauses. So you can't link a Santa Claus and a contract clause. That's a comma's place. Got it? Well, if no one's got any questions, let's move on. How have you been, RJD? I hope you've been well. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while, but you know, I know you live a very busy life, and you know everything's going on, and all that sex in between, and purchasing probably a third transit van. I mean, that's it. Isn't that the one where Andre sat on Hogan's head multiple times? That could have been. That could have been it. Finals are a lot harder than midterms, you know. It doesn't necessarily mean I'll study harder, but we'll see. Sometimes the extra effort pays off. It's almost time for exams again, but this time it'll be a lot tougher. You better go to the library and study, otherwise you'll be screwed, will he? Ah, dear Bastion-chan. Come and swing by the bookshop, will you? Not now. Oh, Maiko wants to hang out. It is Wednesday. I feel like we should go meet up with Maiko. I don't know what you pick up, what seems to be a fun. I mean, what a lot of people really forget about is, like, I mean, Hulk Hogan at that time, probably relatively in his prime, at least physically speaking, he was near. I mean, before his time in the what, AWA, and when he was fighting in Japan, he was like, what, a 330-pound guy? I mean, Hulk Hogan was a big dude. And I think he slimmed down a little bit when he sort of got into, like, American-style wrestling, like away from Japan and away from the AWA and early days of the WWF, maybe, or at least WWF. But, you know, I'm not to say that, like, how do you just pick up a 500-pound man? Yeah, there's no denying that Hulk Hogan was probably a relatively strong individual, and there were videos of that before. Like, I think the speaking of, like, oh, that was the first time, like, Andre was slammed in a ring. Now in the world of the internet and older associations all coming in, like, there was multiple times, like, where before WrestleMania, Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant worked together to do house shows and whatnot, and he was slammed multiple times at house shows, but just because, you know, everyone didn't have a cell phone back then, or it wasn't televised in any way, shape, or form. So that was always sort of a little bit of how things went. Let's go to the main lobby and go visit the nurse. Let him go visit Saturn, because we were in Tartarus the other day, and then we're gonna go hang out with Maiko. Yeah, it's been a while. There's even been a new round of tariffs starting yesterday. I can't even keep up anymore. I can't even keep up. Like, what are these ones on? Please don't tell me dildos.
Well then.
All right.
All right.
Bottoms up, sir. Yes. There we go. Cheers.
Cool.
Yeah, I should probably go and see if I have something for, I guess I don't really have to take that anymore.
Then.
Not that it matters. I mean, it's just a free, just go visit and talk to the guy. Oh, there is someone down here to yap with. Just an everyday nobody. When I think of artists, I think of people who squint and hold a pencil up to their subject. Artists who do that, especially the guys in my class, just want to look the part. Is that it? Is that all they want to do? Could be, I guess. All right, town map. All right, I will be right back. I can go take something for my sniffles and grab a Kleenex. I will be right back.
Committing a crime of the first degree. I'm not pretending.
Yeah, you can't. I'll apologize, Kesey. Twitch is not a fan of having other people's or other companies' chats being up if you're an affiliate or a partner. And also at the same time, I don't know how to also get multiple chats up with that particular program I use. I'll have to look into it. I don't overly care, but I just I started restreaming recently again with Rumble, YouTube, and Twitch again. Just replace Mixer with Rumble, and we're all back in the old days, right? That's essentially how these things go. I'm trying to find a program that will allow me to post all of the things, all of the chats. So you're fine. You made it through a round of layoffs at your company a couple weeks ago. The cuts were performance-based, which is fine. I'm just going to have to train and help with sales, so just more on your plate. Jeez, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that,
Marvelous.
RGB. All right. What are you handing me here? 2 Twilight fragments. That's great. I guess, do you have any more requests?
Are you accepting a request?
Prevail in the Big Eater Challenge. I forgot we did that.
Wonderful.
Yes, there we go.
Marvelous.
And then I'm going to register some personas, because I'm sure we leveled up a few there. We haven't done 20 persona fusions yet? Come on now.
Very well then.
Yeah, I'm always afraid of, like, if I go to touch something on the one program, I'm gonna end up breaking 4 other things on my OBS, Casey. So I just sort of let bygones be bygones, and if something works, I'm afraid of touching
Registering,
it
I
multiple
see.
times.
Will you register it to the I've completed registration.
They let you restream as an affiliate. Yes, they changed that rule.
well.
I feel like that was probably a year ago. Maybe longer than that.
We look forward to your next visit.
They let partners restream. They let to be fair, it was generally just Twitch. YouTube never gave a rat's ass if you wanted to stream on multiple platforms. Kick, I don't think cares. Rumble doesn't care. It was only Twitch, and I think to a lesser extent, that was because when they were the king, the tippity top, they signed a lot of people to exclusive deals. So even when they did have that, there was people who weren't allowed to still stream on multiple platforms. But I think for the most part, I think everyone now can. There's just a few rules, like I said, they don't want. So you remember like old streams that you'd see where I would have the multiple chats up above me, like in the old days of the Mixer and everything above. Twitch doesn't want you to have that of different chats. You can have Twitch's chat there, but they don't want you to have other chats. They want Twitch to be the whole thing. I'm, not gonna bother. Yeah, like if it's working, I don't wanna poke the bear, if you will. If they ever wanted to get rid of me, I'd have a job in half a day. Oh, have you ever thought what you'd do with that half a day off, though, there, RJD? Uh-oh. Someone's upset. What's going on?
I don't know what to do. My dad.
I'd be taking a nap, honestly. I should sit with her until she calms down.
Dad! He hit me!
In a world of terrible things that happen to people in Persona, why do they always have terrible people? This poor little girl, her dad hits her. Fucking Kamoshida, the piece of shit in Persona 5. God, it never ends.
He's so mean. It's not fair.
That is awful.
Yeah. You think so too?
You never hit the children. And he's a stupid meanie.
All I did was ask why they're getting a divorce. They got mad at me and said to stay out of it. So I kept asking, but Dad yelled at me and he hit me. Then Mom said it was my fault for asking.
A stinky poo-poo head
I don't know
indeed.
if they
Yes.
love me anymore.
Has
I wish I would disappear.
has the service person come to your house to service your dryer? Don't let him get stuck in the washer. I've seen too many movies where that just becomes a whole thing. I think they have to be a stepsister, though, I think. Or stepmom, or something. Something with a step involved, and they get stuck in the washer or dryer, and... Oh, I tell you. Do they just wish I would disappear? No, they would never. You don't tell a child that they want them to disappear.
Never? But then, why do they get so mad? What if I ran away from home? I want to know how they really feel about me.
He showed up 20 minutes late, so I didn't answer the door because I'm sick and tired of disrespectful contractors and maintenance people from our property management company. You set the time between 12 and 1, and that doesn't mean show up at almost 1:30. Sorry. Oh, yeah, that's... See, it's funny, like, for my building, they don't even give times anymore. Like they'll give you the little sheet that they have to come in and check out something or whatever. And there's two boxes. There's one that's like, we can show up between 9 and 12, or we'll show up between 1 and 5. And they just decide to click both boxes. So like the problem is like so you're just supposed to just sit ready for like an 8-hour day. Like they're gonna show up sometime. Like I would prefer that, but then you sort of get in your thing of like, look, people are busy, right? People have lives, and you know, like, you can't say that you're gonna show up at one time. People are like, okay, look, I can work my life around that particular time, okay? I have to make myself free and clear for you between 12 and 1, and then someone shows up late, throwing the whole thing out of muck, right? So fuck them.
If they love me, they'll try to find me, right?
We'll show up between 9 and 12, between the 12th and the 29th. Yeah. Soap Dish and Lothar's, if you're still around, I need to ask. I don't hear the best of things, but what do you both use SaskTel? Because in my new place, I have to switch to Bell, and I mean, you know, one giant media conglomerate for another when it doesn't matter. But I was just sort of I've been with Rogers ever since I've lived here, and I relatively haven't had a terrible experience. But I think they're all just terrible companies. So it's just like, just pick one, throw a fucking dart at the dartboard and whatever, right?
It's a secret, okay? Don't tell Mom and Dad I'm running away.
Now they get to adhere to our schedule in our teams. We gave them the opportunity to get it done during the time they chose. Didn't show up late, and expect me to just be totally fine with that. If they needed more flexibility in the time, right? Like there's like, that's the thing. Like, there's no problem. So nowadays, now it's perfect, right? Like the project company now has to pay that contractor for his time because he still showed up, regardless that he didn't do anything. But like, you know, that's the argument. Like, oh well, you said you're going to be there for 12 and 1, and you weren't there. Okay, fine. Adjust, set up something different with the tenants, and go like, okay, what time can work for you? They're probably gonna go an elongated route, so like, hey, maybe so this doesn't happen again, but like, you better not fucking miss this one again, because like, get fucked, right?
No, you won't tell.
She seems to trust me a lot, and I feel like we're growing closer. Well, that's good. Yeah, apparently I was telling the wife, I didn't like really read, not our lease, but like, because the move-in date is getting really quick, we're starting to get like all these things now of about the building and everything. It's like when we went to sign the lease and looked at the virtual tour of it, the guy was going on about all these things that interact with the building, and like he had mentioned like sort of like very quickly like, oh yeah, and like, you know, and free internet, and I was like, free internet, like, what are you talking about? But like, he would talk about all these things that like have to run off of the internet, and I'm like, what if someone doesn't want internet? Like, I guess like nothing in your building will fucking work, right? So we finally got like the thing of like, oh, here, sign up so that you can sign up for Bell and whatnot, and I guess we get free internet. It's just like sort of included in the package. And I was telling the missus, I was like, you wait, like it'll be a year, and then they'll say like, oh, it's not free anymore. They'll just say, get fucked, you have to pay for it. Like, that's fine. Like I was expecting to pay for it anyway, so it's just like a little extra win. But I wouldn't be shocked if it's something that they just pull the rug underneath you in a year and go like, well, you know, now that you're here, now you're gonna pay for it. Yeah, don't give me I don't care if you don't give me a time window that says 9 to 5. That's fine. Just be flexible with it, right? Yeah, don't tell me 12 to 1 and then be late. Not your problem. Peggy Hill. All right, parted ways with Maiko and headed back to the dorm. No, it's actually, so one of the nice things of probably because it's a new build, but everything is fiber pretty much up and around our area, and it's actually better internet than I currently have, which is a plus. But yeah, like that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, it's gonna be the fucking absolute bare bones of what will control everything for the apartment, and then they're going to be like, oh, but by the way, if you want to upgrade to fiber, here's the, you know, you can pay the extra. But like, no, it's 1.5 gigabyte up and down across the board. That's like their starting point, with options to go to 3 and 5, I think. And I currently have 1 gigabit fiber, and it's not even real fiber. It's that fake fiber coaxial shit. Like I have like 1 gigabit download speed, but my upload speed is like 50 megs, if that, which, you know, for streaming, upload is what you want. So, I mean, I might be able to throw on 8 more platforms I can stream on if I'm going to be given all of this upload speed. Sorry, I need to talk to Fuka. About what? Yeah, free dial-up. Can you even get dial-up anymore? I feel like there's got to be somewhere in bumfuck USA, and probably Kenya, maybe, that you can get free dial-up, right? Like I'm sure there's someone in some you know, war-torn country that is just getting these AOL discs out of nowhere, and they're just like, hey, I call this 1-800 number, I get 80 hours of internet, right? Yeah, like that's the same as sort of what I have, DJ. Like, it's I thought in the world of fiber and everything, like that the download speeds and the upload speeds were the same, but like I said, it's like fake fiber that I have. Like, the download speed's great, but the upload is dog shit. Alright, so no going to Tartarus today. They want us to rest. But it works for what I need it for, and that's fine, so. Ah! Getting all nasally. Mitsuru's not here, so we're skipping Tartarus tonight, so just take it easy, okay?
Hey.
What? Were you gonna order me around, oh and mighty leader? Whatever, I can just be as good as you too. Oh, he's really not a happy camper lately. That sucks. We got some games to play, and then or we can work at the Chagall Cafe. Is that like the Steven Chagall Cafe? Is that thing? It looks like the monk is not available. So what can we do? I mean, we need anything but courage leveled up. That's the thing. So let's go see what the games that can be played at the arcade. So we got academics. You're the answer. Yeah, we are the answer. Let's play that. That looks like a WarioWare type of game, starring Regis Philbin. Is Super Game Space Shot a real game that Atlas made in 1998? A very interesting game, if you will. Come on, level up to 4, god damn it. I think this is the day, or maybe I missed it. Regardless, we should go and see if we can feed the cat. That was something I completely forgot until now.
Anyway.
So you know, our campus is actually pretty clean and new. I only noticed after my club had to visit another school. My parents said that our school was rebuilt after an explosion 10 years ago.
By the way,
I also heard that the explosion wasn't the only reason. Around that time, a lot of students suddenly stopped coming to school. Well, that's why they put up the new building. Start with a clean slate.
Huh?
What do you think? There's a dark side to Gekukon High? You watch way too much TV. Probably. Morning.
Let's skim through this chapter.
Let's talk about the Heian era today. I spent a lot of time on this, so pay attention. In 794, the Heian Keijo was established. In 894, they abolished imperial embassies to China. Might put this section on the exam next week. I'm feeling lazy. Anyways, on to feudalism. Listen carefully, because this has to do with the origins of the samurai.
So,
I choose you, Pikachu. Let's see what you know. So the law permitting permanent ownership of a newly cultivated land served as a foundation for the development of feudalism. Thanks to this decree, a lot of land was cultivated. At the same time, a serious problem arose for the farmers. Do you remember what that was? Now we have to remember, like, what is this, the year 794? I mean, I guess you could be worried about land invasion. I don't think they cared about environmental destruction. Fuck, we don't care about that now. I'm gonna say social disparity. Judges? Social disparity.
yes, exactly.
You got it. The work doesn't end after you plow the land. It costs a lot of money to build waterways and stuff on top of that. So the farmers with more wealth and authority could make more money by expanding their lands. On the other hand, those who weren't as affluent had no choice but to remain poor. Same old story throughout time. And that's it for the Bobby Heenan period. Oh, come on, cold pills, work! Alright, classes ended for today, and we have an unknown sender. Greed is such a terrible sin. Alas, I cannot help but want. And now the number of requests I have for you is increased. I would be incredibly pleased if you could spare the time to fulfill them. Sincerely yours, forevermore, Elizabeth. If that's someone who didn't want a penis, I'm reading my signals wrong. This reminds me of the quizzes in Cold Steel. Yeah, except the ones in these are a little bit easier. Cold Steel, fuck, they're asking me about shit about like the 100-year war and stuff. I can't remember that stuff. And they don't give you the network to help you out with the answers. I need to rely on my chat to help me out there. All right, town map. I'm gonna go, okay, we gotta go see her, but I think it was the Port Island station where the cat was. Cafe, go elsewhere. There's Mr. Cat. Huh. Still nothing. Maybe it's a quest I get from Liz? Hey, feed the cat. I did.
marvelous.
I can sense that the power growing within you stems from a lot of things, but hey, except these twilight fragments.
I'm looking forward to it.
You said you had new quests?
Here are my requests.
I want to eat a chilled taiyaki.
Oh my.
Okay.
You've already...
Yeah,
You have
I can
my
give you
thanks.
one because I did throw one in the fridge for you. The Nihil cloth. All right. Oh god, that is a lot.
Most excellent. Now,
I wish to feel the ocean.
A shame.
All right, sounds like we have a date.
I will await a report of success.
Bring me a Christmas star.
If I may say so.
This time I'd like for you to bring me a certain plant. I do not have any more knowledge on this subject. Should you require help, I recommend asking someone well-versed in
I will await
plants.
a report of success.
Oh, feed the cat. There it is.
I can sense a presence.
I can
By
do
all
that.
means. Oh, yes.
Housewife says something rather intriguing. Max safety shoes.
I will await a report of success.
Let's hear music unique to Gekukan High. Bring a CD as open.
Come to think
Are there
of
any
it,
of these like new? I don't remember any of these in the original, but I could be wrong.
By all means. By all means. By all means.
You have to feed the cat, I think, like 3 times to complete. Okay, but at least we can go over there and do that. There's a lot of things we need to... I don't know if we would buy a max pair of safety shoes. I assume maybe you go to the music class in Gekukan High. Like, it says, like, let me hear it. Like,
complete the Persona Compendium.
I'm sure I ask someone. Those will just happen. Christmas star, probably ask someone for...
Very well then.
planting a specific thing or going to the flower shop. Alright, let's go back to the station outskirts. Meow! Should give it some super cat food. Alright. Meow meow! Maybe the cat will be better if I come back again and feed it tomorrow. Okay, so that's said and done. Where is it? The strip mall, I believe. No, I think it's actually Port Island Station. That is the flower shop. So let's see if you've got something about a Christmas star.
Take your time looking around.
Rose bouquet, red pine bonsai. No, nothing here.
Please come again.
The soundtrack's pretty good. Good Friday. Yeah, like it's part of like having the DLC, Casey, because if you didn't, you would just get the everyday normal music. So because it's randomized, it really is a nice little touch. Do you have any SP drinks? Nope. Okay. Alright, where are we gonna head now? Town map. So there is the guy there, and then who's at the strip mall that wants to hang out? I mean, I love the old Persona stuff, so being able to listen to that music is always a nice little touch, obviously. There, the Fountain Dew. Alright, yeah, do we want to hang out with the bookworms, or do we want to see if they'll level up or not? I don't think our bond will, alright, so not them, and how about our friend at the mall? Casey, as someone who's on the YouTube side of things for live streams, what's your take on like that as compared to something like Twitch? Like, does it annoy you that they don't really offer a lot, like that Twitch offers type of thing, or like, you know, like streaming to YouTube is more than adequate. Like, I just wish that they would have a little bit more variety of offers of things to do, like sort of that Twitch has, but like. Again, right now I'll take something that just works. Like that's pretty good to have, just something that works. You know, like don't ask for much, obviously, right? Do you want to go get something to eat? You can hear your poor stomach crying. Oh, so they are both not going to level up. All right, let me save because we haven't saved in a little bit, and check out the social links. So we've got. The Odd Couple is at 7, and then Score my king's rank 5. All right, we'll hang out with him. Is that guy two-fisting, double-fisting a couple of hot dogs? You're the first person I've watched live on YouTube, so it seems so far. The problem is, like, I like YouTube because it's a simplified experience, and I'm used to like watching YouTube just for obviously just videos. My one problem that I notice, and I don't think this is a problem, but again, you're my only viewer on YouTube. People will bounce back and forth, you know, to make you not feel so lonely or whatnot. I always feel like, especially with the restreaming of multiple platforms, depending on what platform people start on, which is generally Twitch, unfortunately, the streamer tends to forget about other viewers on other platforms, and so that they're just like background noise to them. And I really think that always really sucks. You know, I don't have a lot of people that watch me, you know, whether that's good or bad, but if someone takes their time out to talk to me, I want to be able to talk back to them. And I think that's the big thing about streaming, is the interaction between the viewer and the streamer, and how people can just alienate an entire platform or two or three, depending on what they do, just so like, it's just another place for you to watch me. I don't like that. I don't like that approach. If you're gonna have that approach, stick to one platform, because obviously you can't be bothered. But now, who am I? The Co-Carnages of the world don't want to listen to fucking me, so yes, fuck you, Co-Carnage. Oh, I do. I have a place for me that shows me all the chats. I use OBS, but there's a plugin with Stream Elements, and it's just a thing called multi-chat. So I just tell it what platforms I stream from, and it just check mark, and that all shows for me. So like I said, the problem for you is you don't get to see all of the chats. So like you just have to run off of you know, whether I'm saying your questions out loud or whatever. It makes it difficult, but that's always something like I try to think about, is like always ask the questions out loud, because that way everyone gets to hear the stupidity that we're going on about. Yeah, YouTube is really fighting the ad blocker, but I found that pretty much if you've got, I think they stopped uBlock Origin, but uBlock Origin Lite still works, and they still update it enough that, you know, you're not going to be dealing with the ads. I hate ads. I think ads are shit. I know that's how these companies somehow make money, but they're also been selling our data for the past 15 to 20 years. That's where you're making your money. I think ads are fucking terrible. And especially in the world of where you want everyone to be paying subscription fees and then still want to show ads. Like, fuck right off. But, you know, sometimes there's no avoiding them. Like, I hate them on Twitch. It's hard to really adjust of, like, you know, oh, like another ad's got to play every 30, you know, every hour. I think you have to play 30 seconds. And you know, and I try to be a good sport about it, but, you know, for the most part, almost everyone that's literally inside my Twitch channel is subscribed, so therefore aren't getting ads anyways, or they are a Twitch Turbo subscriber, so, you know, it works out regardless for everybody. So I highly suggest ad blockers, absolutely. Isn't there a bot that you can get that will repeat what's said in other chats in Twitch itself? I think I see people use that as a workaround. There is, Restream used to do that. I stopped using Restream because that turned into a paid feature. So Restream has a watermark that you can't avoid unless you pay for it, and that was another thing that it would the Restream bot would repeat everything said in another chat, but that became a paid feature. But Restream, I stopped using that quite some time ago, and now everyone sort of does it for free, so Restream sort of doesn't like understand it. But I have to do a little digging. I'm sure there is another plugin I could use that would do that. I just haven't, like I said earlier, everything's working. and I'm afraid of adding more things, because the more things you add to OBS that aren't built into OBS proper, it's just another fail point that OBS won't help you with if something goes wrong. So you're not going to eat that? Mind if I have it? Sure, knock yourself out. And like I said earlier, over the top of like, here's an alert and here's the chat and everything, like, I don't like having that all up there. Yes, it sucks because some people would like to see what other people are talking about, but I just, I'd rather just have a nice, clean, neat platform there.
Oh, it's you. Welcome back.
Feeling rested? There's plenty of time until the next full moon, and while I wish I could tell you to take it slow, finals start next week, so I'd like you to care for your health and concentrate on your studies. Okay then. Looks like we have a little study group over there, and Junpei is still being a little difficult. Security training website. You interested in training videos? Found this site with a bunch of self-defense courses for security teams. The kind of stuff is supposed to be trade secret, but, you know, I'm letting you in on this because you're my kind of weird. Come to Escapade. So let's go there. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna buy that, and then we're gonna go and do the study group. Yeah, if it works, don't update. Yeah, there's a lot of people I see with that type of stuff. Of you know, don't dick around with things if they're working, right? All right, Club Sexcapade. I think well, no, he's not the guy. It's the other guy.
Why think
over here?
Go have a look.
Suspicious man. There's the security site note. $5 grand. There we go. All right, now let's go back to the dorm. Just
go
hang out with Akihiko and Mitsuru. I came down to get a drink and got caught by Mitsuru, as you can see. I'm not worried about Akihiko's grades. I'm more worried he'll run off and do some reckless training. Studying has added the benefit of preventing that possibility. So here we are. Even though I'm mostly done studying for the exams, well, then why don't you overlook Ty's studies? If he's able to join us, yeah, let's do.
I see. I was hoping to go for another run after rehydrating.
And I will say, Casey, I mean, you know, you're more than welcome to join us over on the purple side of things. But if you're comfortable over where you are on YouTube, that's all fine and dandy.
I believe you've done enough physical activity for one day. Any more and you'll hurt yourself.
Yeah, so like that's the problem of the way I've chosen to run my ads on Twitch. It's sort of like someone like myself who I will forget to manually run an ad. I tried to keep up with it and I can't. It's too hard to pay attention. So what happens? They just automatically run an ad and then I'll look up and I'm like, ah, fuck. I forget about it. But like I said, I hate people missing out on content. But if you miss it, like I can't like I can mute one for like I think 30 seconds and whatnot. But you know, it is what it is. So I think for the amount of people, they're probably not missing too much stuff. You just tested yours, 500 download and 60 upload. What do you pay for that out in the wonderful world of Europe, Cartesian Cat? In Canada, fucking internet and TV and everything is fucking expensive, as well as our cell phones, but,
Fine. So, were there any subjects you needed help with?
Sexual education. Any tips for memorizing vocab? How about that? According to the Goggle Machine, we pay 120 Canadian dollar
number of
dues.
new words I've committed to memory. The more you learn, the further
That seems about
push your limits.
on par with what we pay
Killing
over
two
here.
birds with one stone, as they say.
Like, I think I'm all in, because I'm an old weirdo, and I still use cable TV. I think I'm like 200-ish for TV and internet.
In any case,
It's our cell phones that we
advise
get
having a good
freaking
workout ready to
bamboozled
treat
over,
yourself
though.
with after a study session. It all comes down to making it a regular habit. Just a little each day really adds up.
85 USD for the Freedom folks. When do you hear back from the Swedish? No, not Swedish people. The Swiss people. When does that get back to you? Months, right?
I wasn't going to say anything, but Akihiko, working out isn't normally a reward for most people.
Yeah, right. Like a little courtesy call, right? Like a courtesy spit. Everyone appreciates it, right?
On top of that, what good does it do to preach about long-term habits mere days
Wow.
before the exam?
Tomorrow. Isn't that a lot quicker than you expected?
I guess you have a point. In that case, how would you recommend cramming for it?
So, like, when he showed up to your door, did you pull the, you're late and slam the door in his face, Biscuits?
It's not my usual style, but I would focus on memorizing material that is likely to be tested.
Can they even do that, Cartesian Cat? Can they even just say, like, no, you're gonna be an American forever?
If you give it your all, it shouldn't be too difficult. Easier than facing the enemy wholly unprepared, at
Look
least.
how long it has taken me to get down to half a beer here, Cat. Yeah, like, I was gonna say that. Are you getting a little worried that there's something wrong with the paperwork, like that they sent it back to you so soon? I mean, the government never works that quickly, right?
Well, we can talk all night, but doing is where the magic
But considering you had to go to an embassy,
Let me give
like,
you some practice problems.
I've never had to do this, obviously, but like, is it more of like just that you just had to hand it in to them? Like, do they not help you with that process at all, type of thing? Like, it's just like, that's just what you had to do was just go to an embassy? Drinking while sick, that's hardcore. I mean, to be honest, this is my first beer in 3 days. I've been super busy and work and whatnot, and so I'm looking forward to. I'm off today. I'm off tomorrow. Get to enjoy myself before I go back on night shift for the weekend. So. Oh, finally, 4 academics. Beautiful.
You catch on quick. You immediately took what you learned and put it into practice.
Your dad always lived by the old wives' tales that straight whiskey or bourbon will clear up. And I like I said, I have done that. I will hold people to that. Like, I think there is a little bit of truth to that. I don't know, like, if it's real or if it's one of those, like, placebo effects, but, like, tonight I will absolutely, I mean, I got some moonshine that I got. I was relatively hoping to not open up a bottle of that until we finished the game and celebrated properly, but I was thinking, like, just a little bit of that on ice will fix the world's problems right there. So he tells me a hot toddy when I'm sick, and I'm like, Dad, please. But they work, right? Like, I think there was that one time, like, I don't think it was quite a hot toddy I made, but I I think I made a tea with honey in it instead of sugar, and then I think I poured a little bit of I think it was Yanni Walker's in it, and it fucking hit the spot. Like, don't be operating any heavy machinery afterwards, but I mean, like, it fucking hit the spot. Alcohol working wonders, right?
All you need now is some strength training and you'll be unstoppable. Once the exams are over, why don't we dive into Tartarus for a bit and get
The
some
point of the
workouts
alcohol
in?
is to help you sleep, and then the lemon and honey is what makes you fight the cold. Oh, okay. It's the honey and lemon mostly. No. It's not. It's the alcohol. Are those like everyday emotes that are available on YouTube? I have to look into that. I don't know if I have to be a, what do they call it on YouTube? There's like a member thing, and then I could put my my emotes over there that Biscuits has wonderfully made. It would be nice to get them everywhere.
You never change. I'll need to continue keeping an eye on you to make sure you don't overdo it.
The more you study and the more you train, the better results you'll get. I look forward to seeing what you'll accomplish from here on. Let's call it here for today. I want to get some stretches in before heading to bed.
Yeah, like another thing, I'm gonna have to, like, if you're unfamiliar, like, there's the Better TTV and 7TV that I think works on, I know it works for Twitch, and I think it's on Kick as well. But there, you know, that's like just a giant plethora of available emotes for everyone. So, like, you know, you'll see like the Keck W and stuff like that. Like, those are just everyday emotes for everybody. Like, I don't know if YouTube has that plugin available, or I guess the not a plugin, but it's what do you call them? Extensions. I did change, if you notice what that extra little thing is beside your name, Biscuits.
Let's get on with today's
It's
lesson.
the artist badge. I gave that to you. I noticed that was a thing, so I put that beside your name to add even more things to your name. Class is beginning. Uriel, Rielu, Ilili, Euler, Liru, Bueller, Bueller. You gotta figure out the rest of the... Hey, like I've always said to you a bajillion times over and over, take your time. No hurries for these types of things. And yeah, you know, it sucks when you're generally a very creative person, and then you know, the world starts swirling around you, and it's just like that. Like, I'm happy with what we got, but yeah, it's always open. I wish sort of like emotes weren't terribly small. I would sort of like, you know, like, because like I've been streaming for so long, I have access to like so many just like follower emotes and shit like that, like more than enough than I could ever use. Like, if I could like just like get the little guy to like draw some shit for me, like, but like, you know, they're such little tiny pixels, like, you know, they would just end up being something ridiculous. I'll be giving a crash course on the single most magical place in time in recorded history, Disney World. There are a lot of materials pertaining to Western magic, from printed books to communal folklore. Oh, DJ, I wanted to ask you, you weren't anywhere near that, like, ammunition factory that blew up, are you? I mean, I know states can be pretty big. I wasn't sure if that was, like, relatively near you or not, or whatever. I'll cover all of it, including the changes European magic has made since then. Problem is, you can't see much of anything if it's too detailed. No, that was in the Upper East Tennessee. Okay. So the Gavin emote, I think that's a sub badge, right? Like you should be able to see that beside DJ's name. I think that's no, sorry, I see a small little halo. That's yeah, that's the Gavin one. So if you look beside DJ's name, she has got the Gavin one. Oh yes, and it's beside Biscuits. I don't see on the thing. I only see if you have 3 things. So like on yours, it says the Twitch, the sword, and the art thing. Yeah, the halo is very tiny, but it's there. But I think there's a distinct... you'd be able to tell the difference of the sub badge for the Charlie badge. He's a little bit more of a fluffier kitty. Gotta put them the cheaters on, Casey. That's what you gotta do. I should probably be paying attention to what Mr. Edogawa says. It's probably going to be on the exam next week. There's also Gnosticism, Christian sects founded by Simon Magus, the sorcerer. Greece's philosophy and natural sciences were the fruits of magical researchers, and the same was true of Islam's scientific advances, which surpassed Europe's at the time. Now, for the circumstances of magic in this... Hey, this guy... He never shuts the fuck up. Like, ever. Magicians bravely reached up for a connection with the gods. Hey, are we all still awake? Yeah, we are. Oh god, how about a test? You'll know what type of guardian angel you have, depending on how you answer. Uriel, Rilu, God, see, I told you, I should have been paying attention. I was expecting that to be on the exam, not him just bringing it up now. But he's chosen me. Let's see if we can get this right. What is the esoteric study of Jewish texts called? I believe that was Gnosticism? Gnosticism? Oh, Kabbalah. Judges, sorry I got that wrong. Should have paid attention in school, kids. Yeah, it's got to be getting a little bit late for you. Almost bedtime, right, Kat? I mean, are you still like fucking jet lagged, like to no end, or what? So like, what are you still on Japan time? So like, you know, it would be like 2 in the morning for you, essentially, right? 8:30, and you're thinking about bed. Oh, that's not too bad. I feel like if you could wait it out another hour to 9:30 and stroll on into bed. I don't know if you're a late sleeper type of thing or not, but well, that's not too bad. Like my son, you know, we send him on off to bed at 8:30. He gets to enjoy a little bit of TV before then, and he's out like a light, like clockwork, like at 9 o'clock every goddamn day. You shared all the kitties on the Discord. Thank you, Biscuits. Classes ended for today. Yes, ramen is good for your skin. Probably. I don't know. Like, are you supposed to just like slather it on there like soap? Alright, we got the Port Island State. Oh, don't forget to feed the cat. Thank you for that general reminder. There we go. Meow. Meow. Meow meow. Alright. Yes. Feels like a one more time. Okay, I feel like there's probably someone, I don't know who we have to interact with to talk about the Christmas star. Like, you know, we got almost like, you know, a little bit less than a month to finish that, but perhaps a close friend well versed in plants. So do I assume that's someone that I live with? Just ask them about it. I don't know if there's a specific day that we have to do that. Like, that could be Fuka. That could be, you know, In the online shopping world, these Max safety shoes appear to be extremely popular. So those might be available on Sunday, would be my guess. And then, yes, there's the... maybe we can go back to the school and check where we broadcast some music. You're routinely up till 12 to 1 a.m. as a much later on Friday. Yeah, I mean, being a shift worker and having to, like, flip back and forth, like, you know, I remember, like, before I had Logan, like, when I would get ready for a night shift, I was routinely staying up until, like, 3 in the morning and then, you know, going to bed so you wake up a little bit later in the day. But now that, you know, it's just, I just suffer with very little sleep, or get used to having 4 or 5 hours of sleep on a normal day. Like, it's hard to stay up late. Where would music be here? Certainly not the music room here. Let's see here. I was walking around the other day and this weird guy walked up to me. He didn't wear a shirt and he had a weird tattoos. I tried to look away, but I accidentally looked right into his eyes. They were the coldest eyes I'd ever seen. And then he smiled at me. And God, even thinking about it gives me shivers all the way down my back. If only I had been Kirijo Senpai, I would have fainted on the spot. Okay. Well, there's that Revenge website, but it just sounds like a rumor to you. Where do we listen to music here? On the rooftop, maybe? I passed it? It's almost summer vacation. I used to love summer vacation when I was a kid, but now it's like, whatever. I just don't get excited about it anymore. First floor, okay. Like, I'm just trying to think logically, like, where are people listening to music? Like, musical instruments? Music room? Like, you'd think something would be triggered here, or someone would be playing music. It's not sort of like... I don't see or hear anything. There's the fart room. The laboratory. I don't know what it wants me to do. Like, I was expecting to see something like, oh, someone listening to an MP3, a CD player, something. I don't see anybody around. Yeah, I don't see anybody. Like, am I missing it? Why don't you just tell me what we have to do here? Is it the bathroom? Are we listening to people in the bathroom? What was that he was talking about? Like, there isn't even anybody to interact with here that's relatively new. Yeah, I'm a little confused. I'd very much like to listen to a song that is associated with your school. Perhaps it would be wise to check a location within the school that broadcasts music. I don't know where that would be. Like, if it's not the... Doesn't say anything. Like that, or like a PA system or something. Like, oh, look at these fucking high walls. Fucking rich people high school. Yeah, do you know where it is I gotta go, DJ? Or if it's a set date or something? Like, otherwise I'll just move on. I don't really know where I'm supposed to go here. Like I would have thought, I easily would have thought music room. There's musical things there, but there's nothing to interact with, unfortunately. So I don't know what it is. Second floor PA room, so not the first floor. God dang it. Thank you. What's this room? Student council. Classroom. I can hear bizarre music playing. What the heck is this song? Gekukun Boogie? Why does the school music have to be like this? Must be a teacher's theme song or something that plays when they enter a classroom. No way, man, that's crazy. Should I try entering? Why not? Give me a CD. Huh? This song? I had no idea what it's for, but it says Gekukun Boogie on it. What? You want it? Are you serious? Sure, you can have it. We're not gonna use for it anyways. Here. No, get out of here before you get me in trouble. All right, thank you. Thank you for that, DJ. All right, now let's go back to playing them all and hand that on over to Liz. We'll call you Liz. Is that okay?
Marvelous.
All right, what are you handing me there? Twilight Fragments?
forward to
Yes. And here, I got that CD for you.
Are you accepting a request? Wonderful.
Gekukun Boogie on the surface. Is there music stored on it? Yes. You need a CD player. Everybody was haiku writing. Those kids were fast as lightning. Oh, is that how it really sounds? I wish my teachers had entrance theme songs back in high school. Like, you mean like wrestlers would have? Like every time they'd enter the door, like someone would just hit like an entrance theme song for them? You know, and then the principal would come in and you'd hear Darth Vader's music. I assume that's what you mean, right? Alright, where would the ocean be? Bring me back something from the ocean.
A shame.
You can't do that yet, okay. And she doesn't want to hang out with me.
Very
Okay.
well then.
Do you smell? Yeah, exactly, right? You're on top of it. You imagine the home economics teacher just, you smell what whatever they're cooking. Smells like shit. Okay, so that's yeah, that would make sense, right? We're gonna go off to the beach on summer vacation. All right, do the bookworm people want to hang out, do something? That bond ain't going up anymore, but still might be a good little hangout.
I wonder.
I love this old couple. They're great. They love me. Feel a strong bond between the two of them, I guess. Yes. It's almost dark. All right, I need to grab a Kleenex. I'll be right back.
Oh, welcome back.
Whatever like is, we gon' flow with it. Say, hey.
Sorry, I had to open a new box and I couldn't find the Kleenexes, and they were hidden behind a bunch of towels and shit, because why would I remember where anything goes? Christmas Star side quest, talk to Fuka, Fook me, Fook you, at night. I remember some kids in home economic class being so bad at cooking, and the smell of burnt and overcooked food just lingering in the hallway around that room always. Now you're picturing China teaching cooking classes. Never took home ec. Wasn't like part of the curriculum from wherever you're from. Maybe you could cook today instead of, you know, what I know is with just heat stuff, right? What's your go-to of heating stuff? I mean, everyone used to be the microwave, but like now everyone owns like an air fryer, right? So like that's the deal, right? Am I free tonight? Thought we could do a second years could hold a study session. Pass. Head into my room. Junpei? Well, his loss. Yumi and Fuka can still study together. Yeah, we sure can. Alright, this Junpei thing is getting a little old here.
That's true.
You're really making a name for yourself as our leader. Especially with the latest operation. So commanding there. Next time the enemies will probably get stronger again, but keep up the effort and I know you'll do fine. Alright, what is the mail? Crap. Oh, I guess I guess I properly can't talk to Fuka here. It's just do the thing, which is fine. Yeah, let's study together. Oh, perfect.
Huh?
A Christmas star. That's the ornament on the top of the tree, right? Why do you need one of those? Look, the hot chick that hangs out with the guy with the long nose asked me for it, and I'm thinking that if I get her enough of these things that she wants, we might start dating. So, you know, I'm just trying to cover all the bases here, Fuka. There's a type of plant that's sometimes called the Christmas star. Could you wait a few minutes? I'll go and double check. Poinsettia.
Sorry.
I think I know what you're looking for is a poinsettia. This flower is usually sold during Christmas time, but it's hard to find it. It's weird that Christmas time is one word there. But you had some in your room, so here you go. I assume I can go and give that to what's-her-face and then come back and study with the ladies. Yeah, because hanging out with Liz doesn't take up any time, right?
Here are my requests. Let's
right.
hear the results.
That is the Christmas star.
Very well, then.
Although once these presents are in bloom, I'd like for those plants to fill our room. Take this as your reward. Jack's gloves. I think Akihiko is going to like those, I think. Nope, we're all good.
Very well, then.
All right, let's equip. He's got the beast fangs and Jack's gloves. Those are quite... He charms people. Cute gloves made to... Oh, those gotta look awesome. I can't wait to see those. I assume like one's Jack Frost and one's Jack-o'-lantern would be my guess. Yeah, I mean, isn't that nice, Casey? You know, we went from praise elephant to praise ceiling fan, right? You're still gonna have something to praise. I mean, I get, but the problem will be is I don't know what will be praised in the new building. I don't even know where. Like, I assume it'll just be like this. You'll just see white, and it'll probably just be a wall. So, I'm hoping maybe I can put up some nice art. Who knows? Maybe like a picture of myself doing like the Steve-O thing, going. No, the new building or the new apartment is relative. Like it's, I think it's slightly bigger, like square footage wise. But so the only thing we're gaining is we're getting a second bathroom. There's like there's a storage area that has the washer and dryer. I laughed with the wife that I was going to stream from the, there's a walk-in closet. I joked with the wife that that was going to be my streaming room, my streaming nook, if you will. But most likely, like, it's going to have the same setup as I currently have, like, after my son's, the bedrooms are relatively, maybe a little bit bigger, but not big enough to where I could put, like, a computer desk in there. Like, I think the problem would be is, like, as good as it was to have my my desk in my son's room for at the time, it worked better when he was younger because most likely he would be out and about, you know, with my wife or out in the living room, and then, you know, early on when he was a youngin', he was sleeping in our room. So like I that's why I had the evening streams sometimes, because he wasn't in that bedroom. And now, like, I mean, now I'm too exhausted to have a night stream because I can't even see fucking 11 o'clock at night anymore. But we'll see. We'll see. That's what I've always said, you know, if the housing market ever crashes and I make that decision to ever buy a house, like that's numero one of streaming nook. Go to the realtor and go like, what are the things that you want? You know, you want a pool, you want a car hole? No, streaming nook. That's what I want, lady or man, whichever.
Yeah. Buka, your notes look so trendy. I kind of wasn't expecting
I didn't
that.
realize what fucking time it was. Jesus fucking Christ. I have to hop off. I gotta go get my son from school and then go get our hair cut.
Oh no, these are Natsuki-chan's notes.
I was gonna say, I think tomorrow I am gonna stream more of this. It's been a long time since I've played some Final Fantasy 14, and I want to do some things on my own before I get back into streaming that. Like, I'll let you know, of course, but I might be able to stream Friday, maybe. But it depends if I get to play, you know, maybe I'll play it Friday, maybe. Don't hold me to that. I don't want to make you promises. Did I finish my beer? No. Still have this left. 3 hours to finish a fucking beer.
She let me borrow them since I was out trapped in Tartarus.
Shame. She let you borrow them since I was out trapped in Tartarus. What a good friend.
She sure is. That said, there's
and now
actually
tomorrow,
quite a bit
again,
missing
all
from
things
these notes.
considered, I should be starting earlier. I don't work tonight, so after I take my son to school, I'll just roll right on into the stream. So we should be able to start a little bit earlier than 11:45. But Jordan needed his sleep, for
you're
fuck's
right.
sakes.
This part just has the equation and no answer.
I was
and
watching
this
those
page is
Jordan
full of
streams
doodles.
pre-Logan when you were reading that book you borrowed from a coworker, What to Expect When You're Expecting for Men and something. In hindsight, was there a lot, little bits and pieces of it, in all honesty. Like, it was a little older, an older fashioned book, but my friend at work who let me borrow that book at the time, sort of explained that earlier on. Like there's some things like, oh, you should know how to make a diaper type of thing. I think I might have touched on that. It's funny you remember that in there, and I'm like, there was never an opportunity for me to like ever think of like, oh, I'm in a situation where I need to know how to make a diaper out of, like, you know, rags or a towel or something. But yeah. I mean, I don't want to say like I read it like from front to back type of thing, like a proper book, but like I went to the, you know, the chapters and looked them up and saw how they would you know, switch up to something that I would need and would read up on it. It was relatively helpful, I would say, yeah, for sure.
And this part, is that a drool stain? Hey,
I would say like
be the
about
best study material, but
at
it's
least
the
half
thought
of
that
the
counts,
stuff
right?
in there was relatively helpful in some way, shape, or form.
I've been trying to think of a way to return the favor.
Complete her notes. I don't know if that's something she. Yeah, imagine drooling over your homework, right? Do you find you were more approachable by a woman with a baby, more trusted? I don't really. I feel like that's one of those weird, like, movie or TV tropes of, like, man goes to the, you know, the mall with like, you know, pushing the stroller around without any woman around type of thing. Like, I didn't have women screaming to approach me, like, because I had a cute baby with me. But at the same time, like, the majority of the time, like, my wife took 18 months off of her work to be, like, with our son. So she took all the time off that was paid. And so, like, you know, anytime we would go somewhere, we usually went somewhere together. But yeah, no, I never really noticed the, like, out of nowhere, the, like, women flaunting to me because I have a small, cute child. No. Flashbacks to your aunt getting you a going away present when you moved in with your then boyfriend, now fiance, with some nut job religious book that said things to know about getting married, and after we've been together for only a year. Yeah, I'm sure it's some religious book, like, no bumping uglies, right? Not allowed to do that. Because you can't apparently do that, right? I still think men get this weird, again, movie and TV trope, and I read about it on the internet of, like there's been times where obviously, like, I have more time off than my wife just because of the way my schedule works. So, like, the weird thing of, like, taking your child to the park and then, you know, having women approach you and saying, like, oh, dad has to babysit type of thing. Like, no, like, I'm being a father, like a good father, like, but like I said, I never got that type of thing. That's the only thing I fucking see in TVs or movies or read about on the fake internet known as Reddit type of thing. I think it's the thought that counts.
You guys are friends, right? I don't think you need to worry about it. But I get how you feel.
She's even a weirdo about her son moving in with his fiance. All the plans in the world to get married, and she had such an issue with it. Like, dude, yeah, some of these old type of people just can't be fucking adjusted, right?
Oh, I know. Maybe I could fill in the parts that are missing in our notes.
Yeah, parts of that book, like I said, parts of it could have been far more for someone like not me. Like there's a lot of outdoorsy stuff in that book of, like, how to take, like, your young child out with you if you were into camping, and stuff like that. Like, I'm not an outdoorsy type of guy, so, like, that was like 3 chapters all in its own thing of, like, I do not care about that type of stuff, right? Like there was, like, an entire chapter about, like, if you wanted to go camping, like, what do you do with your child when you have to set up a campsite? And I was just like, I don't need a fucking book to explain what you do with a child, even though, like, you know, I'm not a camping guy. Like, I mean, like, what are you worried about, the bears, or like what would you do? And it's just like, you'd say, like, set up like a little perimeter thing with, like, you know, if you had things in your car, and that way, like, the baby couldn't get out of the. I'm like, for fuck's sakes, just, like, maybe leave them in their car seat with the window rolled down. I don't fucking know, or the AC on. Jesus Christ. Yeah. But yeah, there was some random stuff that we were reading in that for sure.
I think that's a great idea. We could even help you out. It'd help us.
All right, finish the beer there, Cartesian Cat. I will have another one when I get home from my haircut. So tomorrow, my ears are getting lowered. You're still gonna see the gray hair. That's just something we stick with. But
Thanks, you two.
Get used to it. Morty.
Here, let me see those notes.
Oh, yeah.
They have such cute pencil cases. We nearly rewrote the entire thing. Made for a good review. How long have we got? I've literally got to like bounce out like as soon as it gives me an opportunity to save the game. I didn't realize what time it was. I gotta go get the little guy in like 10 minutes.
All done. It looks wonderful.
Natsuki-chan's in for a real surprise when she
It's almost 9 p.m. Yeah, Kat's got to go to bed. I hope she likes it.
I'm sure she will. I couldn't have done it without your help. Thanks.
Stay up another hour, Kat. Have a drink, have a beer, sit back and watch a show or two and enjoy it.
Well, it certainly helped us study.
I mean,
too,
I mean, as someone who's watching the old, it was funny for me to see some of those old videos that you've been watching, going through. And I'm like, oh my god, like my hair is like so dyed, like it's so dark. My hairstylist that I go to just had that conversation. She's like, have you ever thought of just like embracing the gray? Like, because like eventually the longer you go and it looks weird, and I was just like, yeah, like I sort of wanted to get the whole salt and pepper look across the whole hair. Like, as you can see, I still got like I mean, it's hard to see on this, but I still have like the Mr. Fantastic thing rocking on the side, and I still have a little bit of brown hair coming up at the top. But she's just like, just embrace it. Like you look far better with the sort of the salt and pepper gray hair than you do like, 2 weeks after the dye job. So I've stuck with it since. Yeah, and at least I still have my hair. It's real hair. Look at that. Fucking pulled off. It's no wig here, folks. Women love a silver fox. So yeah, so silver fox. Walk around with my son around the mall by myself. That just gets the ladies rolling into me, right? And then they're like, I'm like, la, 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 and they're like, oh jeez.
I'll make sure to give Natsuki-chan the notes back tomorrow. Good night.
I ruin it as soon as I speak.
Hey.
So that's the secret, right? I shouldn't open my mouth. So exams are coming up pretty soon. Have you been studying? Yeah, like you could be joining in with us. You're being difficult, Junpei. Well, not that it's any of my business. Now grow a big Tom Selleck stash.
Fine, Sengoku.
I'm not a fan of the like I've shared the sentiment. I am more of a fan of like, I like the look of like the 5 o'clock shadow. I don't like a mustache. But with my job, I cannot. I could have a mustache. I'm allowed to have one, but I don't like the look of it. So I have to fully shave because in case the dildo factory goes on fire, I have to be able to put a mask on. So this is it, man. Sorry. Kat, what do you mean avoid the toilet talk? That's like fucking half of my fucking stream. Like, what else am I going to talk about if I can't talk about toilets? Jesus Christ. Finally reached Terra no Masakado. It's the turning point of the era of the samurai. It all began with infighting among the Terra clan. Their conflict escalated until the Imperial Court had to intervene. Masakado was pursued by the Imperial Court and had no choice but to openly oppose them. The result was known as the War of Masakado.
So?
Tai, you might not look like a samurai, but let's see if you know this one. Yeah, big silver. Oh, with my luck, I mean, my facial hair isn't as gray as my hair, so it would probably just be straight up brown. 5 o'clock shadow is my kink. Got it. I love you, RJD. You show me a picture of you with a 5 o'clock shadow, and I'm putting my penis right through the windshield. There's a theory that Terra no Masakado thought up the prototype for an item essential to battle. Now, what do you think that item was? Something every samurai needs. I'm gonna think that this is gonna be one of those weird things. I don't think it's rifle. How American of them. The stupid answer has got to be like, it's got to be the katana, right? But maybe it's the armor? Judges? The katana. Okay. Just the obvious choice,
Yes,
obviously.
exactly.
Yeah, could you imagine just like me having just one giant feather duster like Dr. Disrespect would have? I could have like a stupid little dumb comb and sit there and go, champions, 1992, 1993 Blockbuster Award champions. You know, I film people in bathrooms, that type of thing, right? Okay. Samurai sword, answered. And it's going to be on the exam next week. Yeah, not a good look. Right, exactly. So, let's move on from this, Mr. Ono. I don't care about anything else. But hey, you know, it works for him. He's a bajillionaire, you know? You can send messages to minors and end up somehow still becoming a millionaire in this day and age. So what the fuck am I doing wrong, I guess, right? But anyways. Uh-oh, my penis phone's going off. It's a message from Sonata. Letting you know first, Itsuki-san is coming tonight. Sounds like he has something to tell us. We'll meet on the 4th floor once we're all back. No, I always plan these things out properly. I still have a little bit of a buffer time, but unfortunately, I do have to call it a day. 3 o'clock on the nose. Yeah, remember flip phones? The best kind of flip phones. Regardless, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for coming on in today. It was great to be back into some type of normalcy, finally. We'll be back again tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel, relatively. You know, just have an eye on that Discord. It's sexy there. And we'll be right back. As always, it's time for me to bid adieu and say goodbye and good night. You mean the bat to see? Later, taters. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye, everybody. Peace. I hope I nailed the bat to see for you.